Lieutenant Knight, if you can give us your log, please.
Chief Security Officer's log supplemental. Captain's advised us that we're heading over towards Gorn Space and to dock at Starbase 28. The CHIGO CONCERN and the WHUHU Illuminated Worlds are in a cold war that started to get hot. Starfleet needs to have a larger presence in the sector. We are heading out there now to see if we can help. I'm looking forward to it. I've always had a love for the Klingon Empire, and I've been practicing my martial arts lately. Hopefully I won't have to use it, but I'm looking forward to the chance to see what we can find out there. End log.
Excellent. As Lieutenant Knight had explained, and you've been in call to reinforce our friendly ship, the Tiger Squadron. Should pull everyone here. Shift click, alt click. There it is. So, you were at Starbase 27, and you're slowly making your way towards the Shosku system, where our Tiger Squadron, under command of Fleet Captain and Harnum Grennan, and
where on the map is this?
I should have dragged you over there.
Oh no, I didn't.
Scroll down and you'll find the starship.
Yeah. This should have controls to drag everyone to my location.
Yeah, it did it that time.
All right. So it's been about a week since you left Starbase 27, and you're moving into more and more wild space. However, over the past week or so, you have just been harried by things. Yeah, you've just been harried by distress calls and torn apart freighters and lots of pirate activity, presumably by Orions, but there's lots of discrepancy from them, and you just keep getting pulled off course one way or another. And we begin. Where was that map at? We begin in the middle of one of our rescue missions, and this is about 12 hours after you received the distress call, and you finally got to the location, and great swaths of the ship has been peeled open and cargo and people all pulled out. Of note of this rescue mission is the fact that there was actually people to rescue. About 6 people were shoved into a cargo container, and that was pressurized before they evacuated the entire airship. So, Dr. Bog, you have 6 people in your sick bay in various states of injured. The Svalinn is in orbit of the ship as Lieutenant L and Commander Maddox are working and picking through evidence on the ship, trying to figure out exactly what happened. But you're about done with your investigation.
All right. Well, my staff and I will be treating our patient.
Okay. Surprisingly, they're not that injured, or they were luckily within a pressurized cargo container before they blew holes in the ship. There's some scrapes, some bruises. One person and has a torn ligament in the shoulder, so that's taking a bit to heal up. But everyone else is more just rattled.
Okay. Is there anybody that looks like maybe senior staff of the ship I'm treating?
No, they're all civilians.
Oh, these are civilians. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So can I, in my conversation with them, find out where they were headed, or they work on the ship? What's the background here as to why they're on this vessel?
4 of them have worked on the ship, and this is basically just a passenger transport going from one place to another. And they were headed towards a minor colony in the outer rim. They left from Starbase 27, and they were just headed out there to swap some people out and bring some supplies. 2 of them were actually civilian scientists.
2 of them that are I'm treating are scientists?
Yep.
Sorry, Jim.
Did they see who board? I mean, did they happen to see who boarded them, or were they boarded?
Yes, they were boarded, but they are like distraught and are like, there's just so many people, and phaser fire and disruptor fire. One guy had a knife.
Okay, well, I'll just work to kind of calm them down. Eventually, hoping that maybe I can get Lieutenant Knight down to kind of, basically debrief. I don't want to say interrogate, but debrief these folks, since they are witness to whoever did come on the ship. It sounds like valuable to that. I'll go to step when I get that information that they did see the boarding party. I am going to step into my office real quick and just basically open comms to Mr. Knight. Just let him know that. So.
Yep, Knight, you are on the bridge. Calder is in his office organizing something, okay. So you have the con at the moment.
Mr. Knight.
Go ahead, Doc.
I just wanted to let you know that my patients apparently did actually see some of the folks that boarded this ship. Right now, they're a little distraught and can't articulate exactly what they saw. I'm going to work on counseling them a bit, but I thought you might find that interesting. Might give us leads to this vessel.
Thank you, Doc. Let me know when they're stable enough, and I'll come down and start some questions.
Will do. Dr. Bog out.
All right. Dr. Bog, go ahead and give me presence medicine difficulty E1, and we'd have the ship assist with something computers medicine to kind of calm the people down and also do some triage.
And my counseling should get me focused on that.
Yep.
And what's the complication on it? Is this complication 1?
Complication 1.
Okay. I'd like to break some venom here. Since I'm not knowing how the dice are going to be today, I'm going to go ahead and spend a threat for cold medicine. Extra dice here.
Okay.
Yep, glad I did that. And I'll go ahead and re-roll that.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
1 momentum off that. as you're talking to them and you're using your counseling skills to inform them that you're safe now, you're in Starfleet eight hands, we're here to help you, and validating their emotions, but also helping them to process them enough. They seem to be in a state well enough where they can start talking about the boarding action.
Okay. I'll page the bridge again. Lieutenant Knight.
Knight here.
I believe we've got the patients settled in enough where they might be able to start answering questions.
Thanks, Doc. What species is the stable condition ones?
I guess I didn't ask that. What are the... all human?
No, they're all over the place. You have 2 humans and 1 trill and a benzite that are stable.
Okay, I'll pass that on.
1 trill, 2 humans, 1 benzite. Thank you, Doc. I'll be down in a minute.
All right.
Yep, the other 2 people are in surgery right now.
So, Jim, before I head down, I would be wanting to run one last long-range sensor scan just to see if there's anything else out there.
Okay. That's actually difficulty E0 task, so we can either have an NPC roll for it, or I could just let you know.
Well, I was going to let an NPC roll for it. I'm not sure who's good on this. I'm gonna guess science, so we'll go with Matt.
Yep. Reason science difficulty.
Patterson.
Yep. Reason science difficulty 0, assisted by ship sensor science.
Someone want to roll the ship, please?
Yeah, I got
it's
it.
got sensor operations
Nope.
focus, so we're going to use that.
Correct.
What was the roll for the ship again?
Sensor science.
Two momentum or information depends what we get.
2 momentum. There are no ships in the general vicinity. It seems like that at this ship, it was adrift for maybe 10 hours before, or you managed to catch up to them.
I'm gonna tell Ensign, what's his name? Ensign Patterson. I want you to keep an eye on those sensors and let us know if the moment something comes out. But while you're here, can you also run a quick scan on the ship, see if you can identify one of the blast marks to help Ensign out?
Yeah, sir. I can help with that.
Alright, let's roll that again then for Patterson. Just to try and create an advantage for Al on whatever he needs to do next.
Okay.
So I'm going to use sensor operations and reason science again.
Sensor operations, reason science. If you want to create an advantage, it'll be difficulty 2.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Brought down to difficulty what? No,
complication range is 1, but you're just going to be 2 successes. Got it.
Yeah, 2 successes. Brought down to 1 because of your advanced sensor suite.
Okay, nice.
So you just need 1 success.
I think it's got it.
Yep, and the ship's sensor science.
Sorry, does someone have that open still?
Yeah, I got it.
You're doing good so far, Malden. Keep it up.
I know, right?
All right,
3
one
for
extra
3. Let's go.
That's why I wanted to spend the threat to just give myself hedging some bets there, because I don't know how the dice gods are going to react tonight.
Alright, so that was 3 successes.
Yep, 3 successes, so that's 2 over, and you do have an advantage. L, when we get to you, you have an advantage of you are in a shuttle next to the ship, and you can bounce information off the Svalinn, so you can use that to reduce the difficulty of any sensor scans you want to do.
Nice.
And with that, I'm going to go head to a turbo lift.
All right. Maldon, as you're at
Yes.
the helm position, you do get a navigation report. These are very standard things that are sent out by nearby starbases. There's a navigational warning in that the Obadiah system is unstable and set to set off a supernova soon. So you are advised to give it a wide berth of at least 1 light year.
Okay. I'll notify the captain.
What was the name of that system again?
Obadiah.
I think I spelled that right. Nope. I spelled my own system wrong. Sorry, it's the ODBA system.
Odiba.
This is what happens when I hit the random name generator. There is a Federation vessel in that at system, the USS Ecliptic, that is doing scientific survey.
Probably on the supernova.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, just general advisement: all ships, if in the area, should give it a wide berth. Nice.
Yep.
Knight's heading to the turbolift, and sorry, I cut you off, Maldon.
I was just reinforcing that I was relaying that information to the captain.
Okay, everyone's so advised. As night, you make it to the sick bay, and there are 4 civilians in there. A couple of them, the 2 humans are in their 30s. The Benzai is in their like early 20s. And
I'm heading towards the Trill.
Yep.
The Trill, and my reasoning is being, as they're a Trill, they probably lived multiple lifetimes already. Assuming they're a joined Trill, don't know for sure. And in which case they might have more information about what's going on. So I'm going to start with them.
Hello.
Hi. I'm the Chief of Security on this ship. Hopefully you're feeling better now. I just need to ask some questions about what happened on board the... What's the ship's name?
The Dustbuster.
What's the starting bit like? Okay, doesn't matter. Is it it's a civilian ship?
It's a civilian ship, so civilian, silly name.
Got it. Just needed to ask you what happened aboard the Dustbuster. You took some pretty nasty wounds there, and I just want to check that whoever did this to you is apprehended and brought to justice.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in my quarters, and suddenly we were under attack. They apparently brought down our shields and started beaming people over within like 3 minutes of contact.
Do you know what kind of ship they were in?
I didn't see it, but I saw the people who boarded us. Lots of pirate-looking people. Orions. There was a Klingon there, a couple humans. I think there was a Bajoran in the mix. And they just started...
What was your ship carrying that would make you guys a target?
Nothing much. Colony supplies, food, medicine, prefab shelters, and us. There was 100 people on that ship heading towards ours, Delta Pavonis 3.
Can I roll like an insight check or something to see if he's lying?
Yeah. Insight security difficulty 1.
I'm gonna add a dice from the moment. And as I have interrogation techniques, I'm using that here as well, if that's okay.
Yep, that works.
It's a difficulty 1, right?
Yep. So gain that momentum back. No, he seems to be very truthful. He doesn't want to lie to you guys. You're Starfleet. You're the good guys.
All right. So as far as this guy knew, there was nothing illegal or anything on his ship that he'd want to hide from, basically. Okay.
Of note, they were grabbing a lot of people, and they seem to be tagging them with transport transponders, and people and civilians are being whisked off the ship very quickly. A couple of the people who fought back, well, they weren't tagged.
So I'm gonna, by the sounds of it, I'm gonna tap my comm and reach out to Maddox, who looks like he's over on the ship right now.
Yep.
Commander Maddox, this is Knight. Over. Maddox, respond. Maddox, it looks like they were attacked and taken away potentially as slaves. So we need to get a manifesto of who was on that ship so we can track and see who is missing. Hopefully, as you're over there, there'll be something you can now collect.
OSW.
I'm going to turn back. I'm going to turn back to these guys. Sorry. My God, I didn't write his name down. Or their name down.
Eldon. Yeah, Eldon Ton.
Mr. Ton, is there anything else that you can tell us about the people that attacked you? Anything else that could help us know what kind of ship they were in? If there was anything special, any markings, anything that would help us track these people down?
There was an insignia. They all had
down to help you mark it and draw it out. Would you be able to pick it out or help recreate that insignia?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, I'm gonna ping and contact Diver and ask them to come down and help us.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom. You have been most helpful. If you remember anything else, do not hesitate to let us know.
I mean, they did bring our shields down quite quickly. I mean, we're a civilian ship, but we're not that vulnerable. They must have been packing quite a punch.
That is good to know, but hopefully we can find out more about what weapons and what they used to knock out your ship so quickly when we get those scans back. Once we finish conducting scans on your ship, hopefully we'll know more about that.
Yep.
If we have any questions though about it, we will be sure to come back to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go over and check
guess
on Bog and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just be here.
Bog, is everyone going to make it okay? Do we have any concerns here? Anything we should be aware of? Sounds like they had Klingons on board, so do we have a bunch of lacerations and stuff that you're having trouble patching up or anything?
I don't think there's anything here that I'm having.
Should have known you'd be okay, Bog.
Well, sometimes it gets dicey.
I don't think you need a security detail down here, but let me know if you feel otherwise, or else I'm going to turn back to the bridge.
No, I think I've got the patients aren't too rowdy down here. We've got it under control. Free run-of-the-mill stuff.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave them outside the door so they feel safe, but they're there if you need them.
Yeah,
Alright.
you can easily do that at night. Just set up a security team outside of the medical bay in case they're needed.
Anytime we got strangers on the ship, feel like it's something we should do. So, I'm going to head back to the bridge then. I think I'm done down there.
Excellent. Meanwhile, Maddox, you are elbow deep in a totally evacuated ship. You and a small engineering team are in EVA suits, and you're picking through the rubble, trying to get at the computer core. You finally managed to splice into the system, and you're currently downloading it.
Roger that.
The computer core was probably one of the main objectives. Is there anything else that you would like to look at, or any debris down here that you would like to scan?
I probably would want to take a look and see what clues for what caused all the damage to the ship.
Okay. Insight engineering and difficulty 3.
Power systems for a focus, perhaps?
At complication 2.
Okay. Want to use 1 momentum for a third dot.
1 momentum.
I can re-roll 1 die, right?
1 die, yeah.
Going to be one of those nights.
Yeah, you're not sure. You see that the shields were brought down really cleanly. There's a couple of solid torpedo strikes, and then the main beam of the hull was just burned away by consistent energy weapon fire. But from the shuttle, from the runabout Erickson, L, you are in really close orbit of the civilian ship, and you are taking scans from the outside. As Maddox is working inside, you're working outside, and you're both kind of coordinating together to get a better look at this. What would you like to do? L?
Oh, what's up?
You're in a runabout out. You're in runabout out Erickson, and you're within 50 meters of the hull, and you're just sweeping the outside of the hull looking for clues. Is there anything in particular that you would like to look at or try to pick up?
Yes. Couple of things. So, I wanted to get a scan and try figure out the signature from the weapons used on the ship. And the other thing is I want to try to get a signature on the transporters that they used.
Okay. That would be 2 different roles. To find out the energy signatures. Actually, that's gonna be slightly more complicated.
GM, I apologize. I've got to roll for a little bit, okay?
Yep, sounds good. Reason Science difficulty 4 are assisted by the shuttle sensor science, but you do have 1 advantage from the sensor tie-in from the Svalinn.
So that actually makes it a difficulty 3?
Yep, if you like to apply it that way.
Yeah, let's do that. And then let me spend or give you 1 threat and spend 2 momentum for 2 extra dice.
Yep, that tracks.
So we rolling. Wow.
Are we
the
also rolling
the Ericsson and both of them? The Ericsson. And
no, just the Ericsson.
Oh, it's because you said he was getting help, so I wasn't.
And what does do I roll for the ship?
Social science for Ericsson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually helped. 1, 2.
Thank you, Knight.
No worries,
5. So you gain this 2 momentum back. As the phaser signatures are quite unusual, but they appear to be polaron based. So, they have the unique property of being able to cut through resistances in any material like butter.
Ooh. Polaron, like what the brain uses.
Yeah, the brain use similar technology as well as the Dominion.
Yeah.
As for the transporter signatures, it's gonna be less difficult because they're a bit more standard. So reason science difficulty 3 brought down difficulty 2 with your advantage.
Alright. Let's do one momentum for an extra die.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, 1 extra die should be enough, I would hope.
Okay, 1 momentum for an extra dice.
Take to the accidentally hit it twice, but
and you have the completely wrong skills. It's supposed to be reason science. You rolled to control security.
Oh, I didn't change it. Okay, so what is it?
Reason science.
Reason science. There we go.
That helped. 1 extra momentum. The transport signatures are very well known. They are Orion. They're a bit faded, but yeah, this is definitely Orion beaming technology, and they're very used to having transporter tags that they can slap on people to beam into their air slave pits. As to what Polaron on beam technology and Orion transporter technology we're doing together is a mystery.
Can we cross-reference it on it if that's ever if there's any ships to have known to use Orion transporters with Polaron weapon technology?
You can forward that to Maldon. He might be able to help with that.
As a research task?
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and hail Maldon.
Okay. Maldon?
Maldon speaking.
Can we get a cross-reference on any ships that may have used Orion transporter technology and also Polaron-based weapon technology?
Well, that's kind of a janky combo. Yes. Yeah, I can run a search for it. See what I've come up with.
Reason Con, difficulty 3, assisted by Computers Con. Are there any focuses you would like to apply?
I believe I have one particular focus. Oh, no, I don't. I thought I had ship identification or something like that. I guess I don't.
Anything in the ballpark?
Maybe small craft. Like if it ends up being a smaller ship, that's about it. I don't see it being a smaller ship if they beamed,
yeah, I'm gonna
people across.
Yeah, I have to say no on that.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Reason Con, no focus.
Would you like to buy? Would you like to buy additional dice?
Yes, I'm gonna buy one with threat and one with Gosh, that threat is stacking up, and one with momentum.
Okay, so 1 threat, 2 momentum.
Yep.
Okay. Rolling 4 dice.
4 dice?
Yeah, because you start with 2, and then you bought 1, and then you bought another one.
I thought I only had 2 if my focus was.
No, you always have 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, base rolls always have 2 dice, unless you're assisting.
Okay. 3.
And that 0's not a complication. Because that and 0 is actually, you actually rolled a 19. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you got his complication range on.
Yep, that's fine. I can adjust for that. But you do gain a momentum off that. The Orions pretty much stayed out of the Dominion in war, so they weren't even allies with. Yeah, they weren't even allies with anyone involved in the Dominion War. They signed a non-aggression pact, and they just stayed the hell out of the way. So there wasn't even a crossover of technology or them even flying together.
Could they have traded for it?
If they have, it's not in the log here.
Yep, that's always a possibility of trading for it.
Especially if they had a non-aggression pact.
As Maddox X, you're just about done with the computer. That's probably gonna be. I'm gonna spend a little bit to increase the complication on this. Difficulty 2, complication 3. A part of that is because as the system was so heavily damaged, so the data might be corrupted.
Okay, I'll burn 1 momentum for an extra die.
Okay.
Do I get an assist from the engineering team?
Yes, as they can, and apply an assistance to you. Either bring down the difficulty or complication by 1.
Let's bring the complication down by 1.
Okay. Complication 2. Excellent. You gain a momentum back as you have the preliminary data files. Thumbing through the sensor logs, you see that at 12 hours ago, this ship made a contact with a Orion vessel that came on them hard and fast. They fired once. There's a communication log, and then they just kept firing, and there's a bunch of transporter activity, and the system went offline.
I have a question.
Yes?
So the ship that attacked them, can we find out what kind of ship it was from their sensor logs?
For one momentum.
Let's do that. Like down to the exact class.
Appears to be a Orion Blackguard or battleship, according to the sensor image.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the bridge, there's a hail coming in.
Open channels. This is Lieutenant Junior Knight on board the USS Svalinn.
Help!
I think I'm still the most interested in it.
There's heavy interference coming in, but you manage to hear this. Ecliptic! Assistance! Under attack! Orion!
Patterson, trace that signal.
Alright.
I'm guessing. Is it just me on the bridge? Is the only PC?
Maldon's also on the bridge.
Roger that.
Tracing.
So I'm asking Patterson to chase the signal.
Yep. It's engineering task, but Patterson can tackle that. It's difficulty 1.
Oh, it's an engineering task? In which case, then Maddox. I thought it would be a science. I'm sorry. Sorry, not Maddox. Maldon. Maldon, chase that signal. Is it Maldon? Maldon's on the bridge.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Communications engineering. Wait, so reason engineering. Complication range.
Complication range 1.
Standard.
Yep.
Okay. Boop. And boop.
So this is a civilian ship, but like, what kind of civilian ship? Is it a Federation civilian ship?
Yeah, just Federation civilian and off the rack ship.
Okay.
Ship, you failed us.
The ship has been doing awful tonight.
Hey,
no, the crew's making up for it. That signal is coming from the Odiba system. You're about an hour out at maximum warp, so you could
Looks like we're not that far away.
You could possibly get there before this is over.
So I'm going to come back and let the captain know. Sorry, command no. Commander, we have a situation. Ship is being attacked by Orions. Could be the same people that attacked this ship. They're asking for assistance. They're about an hour away.
We're done over here, so let's get back to the ship ASAP and lay on a pursuit course.
as you guys pack it all in. Oops. That's not supposed to be on that. Now you see how I damaged that ship. As you guys pack it all in.
It looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
We should get these civilians back to their ship if their medical bay is ready to take them.
That ship is scrap.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all evacuated. It's exposed to space.
Got it.
Yeah, you could just drop a buoy for Starfleet Corps of Engineers to come pick it up.
Yeah. Maybe if the people are ready for travel, I'm gonna come down to Bog. Bog, are the civilians down there ready to jump on a ship? We're gonna have to get out of this area, and we should probably not take them with us.
Bog is not here right now. So.
Right, so is
yeah.
Mark. Okay, I guess we'll take him with us.
Yep, you're gonna have to take him with you, but you have some civilian quarters. Where is it going with this? Engines, con. All right, to get there at maximum warp. Control con, difficulty 2, assisted by engines con. And you'll be able to spend more momentum after this is to get there even faster. Kind of coax the engines out of it.
I got the ship already.
Control.
Would you like to spend in momentum or threat for extra dice?
Let's spend a momentum for it.
All right, 1 momentum. Oh, there it is. It didn't actually ping for me, but all right. Yep. You have gained 1 momentum back, and you can spend 1 momentum to shave another or 15 minutes off your hour to get there.
All fingers or thumbs means I get the float, right?
You do get a float. Thank you. Yeah.
Cool. We'll just use that.
All right. So you can get there in 45 minutes. As you jump off into subspace is to rescue the Ecliptic.
Oh, damn, I didn't check the systems. This is the Federation ship?
Yes. This is a Nova class as the Ecliptic, which Maldon got a note on saying that it would be in the system doing a survey.
Right.
All right. Here's the Svalinn nameplate. I'm assuming you're at red alert.
We better be.
Yeah, now.
Maddox, you're in command. What alert are we at?
Yes, we're under red alert.
All right. How close do you want to get into the system? About what range to the Ecliptic?
I'd say medium range to the Ecliptic.
Okay. Do that as you drop right in on top of this. And you see that the Ecliptic's under heavy fire here, and there are 2 Orion and Blackguard vessels fighting each other, and occasionally taking pot shots at the Ecliptic. And there's a couple. Yep, there's 2 of them. And there's several swarms of fighters just scattered around the system. Some of them are fighting each other. Some of them are firing at the ecliptic. Also of note, if you look to the south, if you see the Odiba red giant star, and then there's Odiba 2, which is a white dwarf star that is siphoning plasma off the main sequence star. L, go ahead and give me a reason science difficulty E2.
And what is it for?
To notice something about the star system.
Okay, so sensor operations focus.
Yep.
Second time doing sensor operations, so testing out theory work.
Yep, I'll fire. Alright, gain a momentum. This is a classic setup for a Type 1A supernova.
Does it get assistance from the ship?
Huh? No, this is just you noticing off the top of your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a classic setup for a Type 1A supernova. Basically, the white dwarf is small and dense, but it's not quite dense and hot enough to ignite fusion anymore. But if it siphons enough plasma off the star, or if it just generates, if there's enough matter that can get up close to it, it can reignite fusion and send off a brilliant shockwave.
Oh, joy.
You don't want to be in the neighborhood when that happens. Otherwise, Commander Maddox, what are your orders?
Let's hail the Orion vessels.
Alright, control engineering, difficulty 2, assisted by communications engineering. Actually, no difficulty, diff 0, because no reason to increase that.
I mean, if you want to get rid of some of your threat. I set the ship up for you, Al.
Come on, ship.
Alright, I'll press it.
Yep. Yay, it helped. No, not to all players, just to me. Alright, channel's open.
Orion vessels, this is Commander Maddox of the USS Svalinn. Cease and desist your activity against what was the name of the vessel?
The Ecliptic.
Cease and desist your activity against the Ecliptic immediately.
Shall I fire some warning shells, Captain? Commander?
They respond by these two fighters are running in and doing an attack run on you.
So GM, did you say at the start Reds are attacking, Federation Blues are not?
It's really hard to keep track of them, but it seems like that Blues and Reds are attacking each other.
Lock weapons and fire on those two ships.
First things first. Yeah. Spend 1 to spin a third dice. And... Ooh, nice. I actually hit. And all this damage. Nope. Nope. We're not doing that. Rerolling 2.
You just can't get a break, can you?
Glad to see some of that threat go away, though.
Yeah, they fire on you, but they do minimum damage. They don't even engrave your shields because that doesn't even get past your resistance.
So what are these other 2 ships that we can see on the screen, Jim?
Huh? They're both the same class. These are both Orion Blackguards.
Let's see.
I thought the hostiles were the Blackguards.
Yeah, the Blackguards, we have 2 Orion Blackguards are slugging it out, and then we have Orion fighters that are slugging it out and also picking apart the Ecliptic, who is really in not a good place right now. It is now player's turn.
Oh. If no one wants to rush into anything, I would like to scan for a weakness, but I'm willing to do anywhere in the order.
I'll happily wait for that.
All right. Scan for weakness on which vessels?
Well, I was kind of thinking, since we had the information on the Blackguard, but I'm trying to figure out which ships are which. So are you saying the 2 big ones are the Blackguards and these smaller ones are all fighters?
Yep. The big purple ones are Blackguards. These small, all gray ones are fighters.
And are the Blackguards showing to be hostile right now?
Yes. As the far one has earned its weapons onto you, but hasn't quite fired yet.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do a scan for weakness on the Blackguards.
The close one or the far one?
The close one.
All right. So that's a bit far out.
But could we have researched known weaknesses on the 45-minute trip en route?
For 2 momentum, you could. You can spend 2 momentum and to create an advantage.
Let's do that as well.
All right. Sensors. Science. It's difficulty 3 because it's far away, but you have advanced sensors, so it brings it down to diff 2. And 2 momentum. And what would you like this advantage to do? Advantage on the Blackguards. I can grant that.
What's the possibilities?
Extra damage, extra piercing.
Yeah, can we do like extra damage for every effect roll?
Yeah, +1 damage per effect.
Okay. That'll work.
But that's just on the Blackguards.
And that was for the momentum. Now I still got to do the task roll as well.
Yep. So you can get the actual effect of scan for weakness.
Let's see. Oh. Alright, sensor operations, testing a theory.
Yes.
Alright, and then let me buy one extra die using 2 more momentum.
Okay. So you get 1 extra from testing theory and 2 momentum for or a 4th dice.
Correct.
And the ship roll. Gain 1 momentum, and you have a sensor scan and on the close back Blackguard ship. And due to Calder's quick to action, and you get to keep the initiative. Unless would you like to do a swift task for 2 momentum?
No, but as a crew, do we want to keep the initiative?
You can keep the initiative for free because of Calder's quick to action.
Oh, Maddox.
Yes.
All right. Who on the crew is going next?
I'm going to wait in if Helm wants to get us into a better position first.
Yep. Alright, what can I do to accomplish that for you?
You can do impulse and you can move within long range, or you can do an attack pattern, Daring Con, on difficulty 2, and you can get yourself in a position to make it easier to hit a target.
Does that also make us easier to hit? Is that one of those?
Yeah, it's one of those. You get more aggressive, so it's easier to hit you, but it's also easier for you to hit them. But because of the advanced impulse engines, you do have the option of, when you do that, you can spend 2 momentum and negate that debuff to hit you.
Right now, if we shot the bigger ship, you could literally do some serious damage to him.
So before he got his shot off, essentially.
Well,
Yep.
The bigger ships right now aren't attacking the Federation ship. It's not Excelsior.
Nova.
Sorry, Ecliptic. So right now they're not attacking it, so we should focus on these fighters. Is what I plan to do. Let the big ships keep hitting each other.
Because right now with the bigger ship, it's a +1 damage per effect plus a piercing 2 effect.
Yeah, but that's not going away, right?
The piercing 2 goes away after my next turn.
Well, it's up to you guys. I guess we should get close to the bigger ship then. But that's the bigger one at the back or the big one at the front?
The one closest to us.
Yep, you have sensor. You have scan for weakness on the big one in the front.
Yep, but only one of them is turned to fire on us, right?
Yep, that's the big one in the back.
Yeah, I don't think we want to mess with the big one that's the closest to us. It does not appear to be hostile at the moment.
No, he is. Isn't he attacking the other ship? The other Federation ship?
It's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot going on. What information you have is what you have.
Yeah, my opinion is we need to take out these 2 fighters that came after us and try to try to protect the ship from being damaged any further by them, and then start taking care of the rest.
Is there? I feel like is there a maneuver that I can move between? I can move the Svalinn between whoever's shooting at it.
Yeah, you can do something like interpose yourself.
Okay.
Would you like to do that? Do a interpose between the ecliptic and which target?
I would assume the bigger ships, just in case. Because I don't. Well, I guess I don't know. Because the smaller ships are firing on the science vessel, right? Before they turn to us.
Yes, the fighters are definitely firing on the vessel.
Okay, so I guess for now, if everyone's all right with it, I would think that I'd put myself between the people who are actively firing at the science vessel.
Okay. You can move to the edge of your circle on maneuvering thrusters. To get farther than that, you could use impulse. I'll drive. And
okay.
Impulse costs 1 power, but it gets you farther.
Right. We don't really need to do that quite yet, so.
Yep. To interpose yourself, I can get you to... Come on, ping. This square here. For 1 power and then a difficulty 2 to control con task.
If everyone else is in agreement, that sounds good to me.
Alright. So, control con, difficulty 2, complication 1, assisted by structure con. To interpose yourself between the fighters and the ecliptic. And what this will do is it will increase the difficulty of attacking the ecliptic by I2, and you can spend momentum to increase that.
Okay. I'll go ahead and spend the momentum on the check real quick, and then
okay.
Whatever float we've got left from all fingers or thumbs, just put it into making it more difficult.
Sounds good. All right, so 1 momentum down, rolling 3 dice.
Beautiful.
And the ship roll. All right, gain 1 momentum, and you get 1 float from fingers and thumbs. For 2 momentum, you can increase. For every 2 momentum, you can increase the difficulty by 1.
Oof.
So spend the 1. You already increased it by 2. For another 2, you can increase it to 3.
I don't know. Increasing the difficulty by 2 is a pretty hefty thing in and of itself. I'm not really so worried about it with just the fighters. Now, if it were the bigger ships, I'd be a little bit more worried. But
okay. As Maldon maneuvers the ship and interposes themselves between the ecliptic and the fighters.
Trying to draw their fire there.
Yep, that's pretty much what you're doing. Maldon, would you like to keep the initiative for 2 momentum and do something else?
No, we'll leave some momentum for everyone else, preferably people who are shooting guns.
Okay. With that, it is now enemy's turn. Da, 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 da. this guy is going to maneuver here. And that's his turn. Player's turn.
Feel like it's probably time for me to start shooting.
I agree with that notion.
Make it so.
So, I'm gonna give you a threat. I'm gonna spend 2 momentum. Wait a second. What's my...
1 threat, 2 momentum.
The phaser ray has area spread, which means I can hit both of them at once, right? Because they're both in the close range.
Yes, they're both within close range of each other. If you do an area attack, you can hit them both.
Yeah. And does that remove is it versatile 2 or area spread, or is it both?
It's both. So you can choose area or spread and on attack, but you still get the versatile 2 on virtue of them being phasers. So you get the versatile 2 for them being phasers. You get the area spread on them being arrays. It's kind of how that
so
works.
I'll give you a threat, and I'll spend 2 momentum to get me up to 4 dice.
All right, 4 dice. Woo. To hit these guys. You kind of out of optimal range, so this is difficulty 4.
Really?
Yep. They're in close range to you, and they're fighters, so they get a +1 to hit because they're tiny.
All right, and I can use multiple talents across this, right?
Yeah, as many talents apply.
Okay, great. So I'm using my focus of shipboard tactical systems. I'm going to roll that. Complication range is still 1, though, right?
Complication range is still 1.
Holy macro.
There's your 4.
Plus the ship.
I'm also going to roll.
Yeah, that's already 2 extra. That's 3 extra altogether.
That was my challenge die for my untapped potential, which means I think that gives me an extra.
That gives you 1 extra momentum. So.
Still need the ship roll.
Yep.
Ship needs to be weapons and security.
So that is.
I don't want to roll. If I'm running my character, I don't like to roll the ship. I'll happily roll the ship for anyone else, but
I'll grab it for you. Weapons and security.
Correct.
Yep. Bring it home. There it is.
So 2, 3, 4. 4 momentum.
So I believe the correct term is "fuck these ships." I believe that's what
that would be the correct term. Go ahead and roll that damage dice, as I quickly look up how area works.
Do I get to do anything to
same
reroll those
as
2?
on ground.
For 1 momentum, and you can reroll the 2, but you have versatile 2, so you can just spend and one of those versatile to reroll it.
Yeah, let's do that then. So
all right.
Roll 2 challenge dice.
Yep, 2 more challenge dice.
Screw this guy. Alright though. 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is that? With 3 effect?
Alright. Close range. Just starting with the next closest. Okay. So that was 7. Minus 2 is 5. Yeah.
Minus 2?
Minus 2 if because of their resistance.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So you have your base damage, and then you apply that to the ship if they get the resistance. But yeah, pop goes the weasel, and unfortunately you hit that guy as well because of the effects.
I didn't actually want to. I should have clarified this. I didn't want to destroy them, but that's fine. We'll just do that.
Yeah, we can do disabled.
I wanted to take out their weapons.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot out their weapons and a bunch of other things, and you have 3 vessels that are adrift in space. I'll just take them off the board to clean this up because this is kind of messy. would you like to take a swift task for 2 momentum?
Our shields are full. Everything's good right now. Are we at full? We're at 5 out of momentum, not 6. Okay.
Yep. Also,
I don't want to be
keep
shooting
forgetting
at
this.
long range. Sorry, go on.
Actually, should be -2 power. I keep forgetting about the power systems. 1 power for the phaser shot, 1 power for your impulse maneuver.
Right. I don't think. I'm just looking. I don't think there's anything else I want to do with security tasks right now. I'm guessing it's out of tractor range. Oh, can we do anything? Could I do anything? I know I can modulate my own shields, but I guess we can't do anything to like give them shields or boost their shields. Extend our shields to them or something.
Extending shields would be more of an engineering task.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I think they'll be all right as long as we just get everyone else off of them quickly.
But tractoring, that is something you can do. You could definitely get a tractor hold on the Ecliptic, especially at this range.
But it depends if we want to get out of this. Could we take it to warp with us? Too big for that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's a scale L3 ship. If it will take some finagling to set that up. And also, you're not sure.
That's my turn for now.
Okay. Keep the initiative still in play. Who else on the player side would like to go?
I was thinking I'd like to now reposition the ship since those fighters are gone. Reposition to do the same thing, but for the larger ships that I did last turn. Kind of interpose myself in between them, in between them and the science vessel.
Okay. Calder, are you in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Maldon, you have taken a turn yet, but if Commander Calder wants to step on the bridge, he can give you a direct and allow you to go again.
I'll do that. I'll use a direct to do that.
Okay. Control con. Structure and con. And then
Do another of the maneuvering thing that we did earlier.
Yep. And Maldon, if you can like click on the map where you want the ship to go. This where? Cool.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. You have a assist from Calder.
And I rolled a 3.
Yep. Would you like to buy any extra dice?
Of course. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
5 momentum, an infinite amount of threat.
Let's go ahead and use some of that momentum.
All right. How much?
Just the 1 dice.
All right. 1 momentum for 1 extra dice.
Ooh, and I don't get my rerolls unless I get threat, right?
Yes. Would you want it? Would you want to spend a threat instead, or do you want to roll 4 dice?
I would want to roll 4 dice and then.
Okay. Do you want to spend 2 threat or 2 momentum for the 4th dice?
I need to spend at least one threat for the 1 threat in order to actually get the possibility of re-rolling any bad dice, right?
Yep, just
Like,
1
it needs
threat's
to
all
be
you
threat.
need. Yeah.
Okay, and that's what I'll do.
All right, so 1 threat, 2 momentum. You can roll up to 4 dice, and the ship's assisting with structure con. And this maneuver will also cost 1 power.
I'd like to re-roll the 2 dice.
With bold, you only re-roll 1 dice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
Oof. Do you wish to spend a determination to reroll, or do we have anything else that could possibly have a reroll?
Know the battlefield, control the battlefield. I'm trying to control where the enemies are being able to fire, you know, how well they're able to fire.
I will accept that as a reroll. You may reroll as many dice from your pool as you wish.
Okay, we're just gonna go with 2 then.
I mean, you already passed with my assist.
Oh, did I?
Oh, I forgot about the assist. I am okay.
Yeah,
So
I did too.
whoops. Thank you, Calder. All right,
Yeah,
so that actually gives you 1 momentum plus 1 from fingers and thumbs. And do you have untapped potential?
Yes, I do.
All right, roll 1 challenge dice, see if you gain any extra. Oof. No, an effect is a threat, but you do have 1 extra float from fingers and thumbs as you roll the ship over, do an inverted dive, and place yourself right here in front of the Orion Blackguard ship.
I feel like a mother hen.
It's like
protecting the chick.
a roll and a turn at the same time.
Oh, it was very fancy.
Multi-track drifting.
I just like pictured it in my head, like, wow.
Oh, with the advanced impulse engines, would you like to spend 2 momentum to make it harder for them to hit you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent.
Use one of those float towards that, right?
Yep.
You may not need to, because that shit's gonna. If you hit them once, they're pretty much going down.
These are bigger ships.
The big ships?
Yeah,
The big
but
ships.
with the advantage stack on that one, he's gonna take a hit with the 1 shot from us.
All right. Cool. So that was initiative keep, and Calder, would you like to do a swift task?
No, have you already done a keep the initiative?
Yes, that was the keep the initiative off of Knights firing.
Okay, I'll do. Yeah, I'll do a swift task.
Swift task for 2 momentum, or do you want to spend a determination for a swift task? Because that is also an option.
You want to cancel that? I'll just let the enemy go.
All right.
Because I can't really do that much.
At the moment.
All right. Enemy goes. These guys are going to spend a power. Yeah. And probably not that close. Impulse, and also over here. And that is 1 enemy down.
Captain, maybe we should try hailing that closer ship. Determine if it's actually hostile or friendly.
Spending 2 threat to keep the initiative. And I need the ship. And you, my friend, are gonna do an impulse burst. Yep, as the far ship does an impulse, I'll turn to overshoot this guy. And it is moving within range to attack you. It is now player's turn.
All we have is Bog and someone else.
Bog and Maddox.
Well, Maddox has had one turn and I've had one turn, right? So, has Maddox had one turn yet? Or not, actually?
Not yet.
Yeah, I could definitely.
I'd say if Bog isn't back, could we activate Zogar?
Yes, we could activate Zolgar.
I can't remember her name, but the other security guy's already been activated if we want to just use them.
Oh yeah, Deba. Actually, Deba didn't roll any dice, so they have not been activated yet. So you still have that crew point.
So let's do Zogor.
All right. And where are you firing? I'm going to put dots on these guys.
Which one have we all already shot, or have these two been untouched?
They are relatively untouched. Some of them they're a bit scuffed up from their battle with each other, but this one is more damaged, and you also have a scan for weakness on this one.
But with that said, we don't know if it's friendly or hostile yet.
Admittedly, these two ships have not taken shots at you yet. The purple has taken pot shots at the Ecliptic.
None of you tried to hail them?
They tried hailing.
Their response was the fighters started firing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we should hail the ship on the left.
Didn't they both send out fighters?
No, only one of them, the red fighters.
There's red fighters and blue fighters that seem to be engaged with each other. So presumably there's two wings from both ships.
Okay, so let's hail the other one.
All right, you're hailing green?
Yes.
All right. Should we did a little this. You're yeah, you are in a battle. Let's make this fun. And communications engine.
Control engineering, assisted by communications engineering.
Yep. Difficulty 2, complication 2. Difficulty LT is increased because they are in a battle. You might have to insistently hail them in order to get them to answer. Complication 2 is to see if the other ship can tap into the communication channel.
Ooh.
I'll burn a momentum for a third die on this.
All right. And the ship.
I'll grab it.
Yep. Well, you got one momentum off that. Captain, channel is open.
Okay, this is Commander Call of the USS Svalinn. In CC hostilities.
As
Or we'll fire upon.
as an Orion male is on the screen, big, buff, devilishly handsome. And he says, "This is as Prasad of the OSS Ivory Knife. We're trying to prevent this as traitor from doing something incredibly stupid. Assist us."
What is he trying to do?
Something incredibly stupid.
Explain the stupid thing.
I don't have time for this, and he cuts off the comm.
I'll speak up to the captain, let him know about the situation with the star and the planet.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
That it's not a
That
star,
is
it's a
kinda
white
important.
dwarf. Yeah, it's a white dwarf star. Basically this system is set up to do a type 1A a supernova. It is dangerously close, so you're basically next to a powder keg. If torpedoes hit that, a stray phaser shot hits the white dwarf down here, you are gonna have a bad day. Otherwise, it is highly unstable.
Okay. Okay, so now Zorgar should shoot.
Shoot the purple ship. All right.
Yeah, so Zorgar is going to fire the phasers, and he will also activate his new talent.
And we have advantage on that ship.
Yep, you have a damage advantage on that ant ship. You basically have vicious against the Blackheart ships. As L looked up some structural weaknesses you can hit.
Okay, so Zorgar's new ability is precision targeting.
Oh, fun! What you gonna hit?
Yeah. Let's do weapons.
All right.
Let me explain the ability. When the character makes an attack that targets a specific system, they may roll 1d20 in their pool, and the attack gains the piercing 1 damage effect.
All right. And because you have fast targeting systems, you don't get any extra difficulty from targeting a specific system. They are a bit out of range, but you can and still make that shot. So +1 piercing.
Yep, and it does count as vicious 1 with a non-lethal attack.
Piercing 1 on top of another piercing 1.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to reroll that. The one of those.
How'd you get 3 dice? Did you get an extra dice?
Yeah, I forgot I was gonna tell you. You always get to spend a momentum. Sorry.
Okay. 1 momentum for a 3rd dice.
So wait, that's piercing 1 and vicious 1, basically, right?
Yep. And the ship roll?
Give me just a sec, I got it. Okay, we just made it.
Just made it. And yep. You make it. Go ahead and roll your damage. And you brace for impact.
Spending one of the versatiles to roll those three challenge dice.
Yep, 1 versatile you spend 3.
Okay.
Oh boy, so that's 1, 2,
let's
3,
count.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage is my count.
Owie.
13 damage, and one of those is going instantly to the weapon system.
And it's piercing 1, so it ignores at least 1 point of resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also
They have
count the-
5. They have 5 resistance, so that brings you down to 4. So they have 4 resistance. So
9 damage altogether.
So 9 damage. It punches through.
I would suggest spending a momentum, make it 10, cause 2 breaches.
I mean, it doesn't work like that. It's 5 or more causes a breach, or if you're bringing their shields down. Although you could pump more damage into this to potentially bring their shields down.
Yeah, let's bring the shields down.
All right. Okay, so spending in one of your versatile for extra damage, you 10 points of damage as they're and they have 1 breach to weapons as you fire across their phaser array, and great gouts of electricity sparkle over the place. Their
now, when
shields
go down, doesn't that also cause a breach?
It does, but you have not done enough damage to bring their shields all the way down.
Okay.
Okay.
You did cause 1 breach from doing 5 or more damage, but you did not bring their shields down, nor did you hit on Bear Hall.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do a swift action with those 2 momentum to fire again. Same spot as before.
Owie! Can we not?
1 threat, so same difficulty as last time, but
yeah. +1 on difficulty. So
spend a threat for a third dice. Deja vu. I don't think we rolling 1 dice.
you could give a determination to an NPC.
Okay, I'll do that, and let me roll my 1 challenge dice
for veteran. Choo-choo, determination train.
Okay, so I'm going to re-roll 2 dice.
Yep.
So how does assist work? Is that my action to assist him?
Yeah, it would be your action to assist him.
Yeah, we missed.
Yeah, there's not much she can do. Zogar's second shot goes wide. But hey, you're shooting at me. I don't like you. Spend a minor to bypass that breach, and you are getting an express ticket to Pain Train. Yeah. I'm gonna be rolling 4 dice on this. Which weapon?
What weapon is it?
I'm deciding, and you will find out in a moment. All right, so that is difficulty 3. And...
I mean, I've got the Beta Quadrant book open, so I know that ship's pretty lethal.
All right, as that is a hit, and I'm gonna pump some extra power into the shot. I want this to hurt. Spending a threat to reroll all those zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, give me some effects. There we go. So, phase polar on beam, I get +2 piercing for every effect. So, no resistance. 2, 4,
the Polaron rolls.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. It's with no resistance on you. So that is 1 breach. As I do 5 or more damage.
Wait, how does the ship have no resistance?
Phase Polaron. Yeah. Yeah, the phase Polaron, I get 2 resistance for every effect I roll.
Alright, what page is that on, do you know? What book is it in?
I don't remember, but I can cite that for you after the game.
Yeah, I just wanted to read it, that's all.
Yep. Damage system. You get 1 breach to structure as this Polaron being lances out from this ship and just carves a section of hull right between the bridge and the Bussard collector on the starboard side. This great purple beam just lances out from space. You still have 1 shield left.
Like that?
You still have 1 shield left, but yeah. Was that night?
Is it my turn now?
Yes. I think I got everyone's turn. He's gonna. I still have some turns left, so he's going to regen some power. Just see if this works. Nope. And he's in close range, so he is going to attempt to fire on his friend who's being rude. Weapons, security, skadoosh, skadoosh. Difficulty 2 because they're range. Hey, I hit him. Maybe this can cause another breach. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -5 is 4. Since the ivory knife is allied to you, they now kind of use momentum and threat at the same as players. Would you like... They're doing 4 damage right now. Would you like to spend a threat to increase that damage to 5 and cause a breach?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That was actually a very good play, as that brings their shields down to 0. So this actually causes 2 breaches as their shields drop, and you do 5 more damage. All right. Structures and communication. Well, that's boring.
It hit its weapons, at least.
Yep.
You got
so
weapons
this ship. Yep, the ship is currently rocking 3 breaches and has no shields. And now it's player's turn.
Hasn't it? Actually, it has 4 breaches because of the. Yeah, it has two weapons.
Well, but he's ignoring the effects of one of those breaches already, as he used a minor action to do that.
No, the breach still counts. I'm just ignoring the effect. How was it 2 breaches before?
Zolgar's first attack, because it did more than 5 damage.
Okay, yeah. That was my bad. So, it is 2 breaches. It is 2 weapons.
Yeah, 2 to weapons, 1 to structure, and 1 to comm.
Alright, and it is now top of the round. Everyone can go again.
Maybe we should put an end to this.
Yeah, go Knight.
So I'm going to use Gorn torpedoes then.
All right, that instantly generates it's a threat. Are you going to do a full spread?
I am going to do full spread. Yes, maximum yield.
All right. That instantly brings 8 threat to the table. Oh, but quantum torpedoes are loaded. Minor action to calibrate.
I don't know what that does, but sounds like I need it.
Yep, you need it. Yeah, basically, you have to spend a minor action in tuning the torpedoes. So you can't do that in something else.
Got it. Which one then I'm also going to... Oh, okay. Continue.
Yep. You know what? I'm going to... Okay, is base difficulty 3. I'm increasing the complication.
Now it also has Vicious 1 and high yield to it, right?
Yep. That's what quantum M's do.
What's the difference between high yield and maximum yield? Can I use both, or do I have to use my maximum, or should I use my maximum yield instead?
Yeah, if that's a talent, that just applies to it.
Okay, yep.
What does maximum yield do again? I think
in addition to the normal benefits of salvo, the attack also gains the benefit of devastating attack momentum spent as though 2 momentum had been spent. The devastating attack momentum spent may not be selected again this attack.
So you're getting devastating on top of this. Awesome. And because you're using salvo, I believe you get 2 extra challenge dice.
This guy cannot survive this.
But do I need to hit it first, right?
You need to hit it first, so let's deal with that first.
Right. So I'm gonna give you 3 threat then to boost it up to 4 dice being rolled.
All right. Mistakes were made.
And you said it was difficulty
3.
2. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Complication 2.
We will take that. I'm gonna re-roll that 0. That's 0. Should that 0? Did I do something wrong? Complication. No, complication 2. So that 0 is fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that 0.
Okay. And the ship helps.
Yeah, someone want to roll the ship?
Don't you want to count it all up, all the damage?
No. Roll the ship. You might get extra momentum with it. Like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on top of diff 3. You're getting 4 momentum. And it is +1 challenge dice. So if you go down to the bottom of the Svalinn sheet next to quantum torpedo. Yeah.
That's my untapped potential challenge dice.
Nice.
2 momentum on top.
2 momentum on top.
Okay, cool. So now what do I need to? I need to roll quantum plus 2 more on top, right? 6 plus 2.
Quantum +1. It's +1 for salvo.
Oh, okay.
And it gets spread.
And we have an advantage plus your talents.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh god, the gods of the quantums have vicious
There's
too.
gonna be a lot to figure out.
Holy
here.
shit!
Would you like to spend a momentum to re-roll that?
Do I need to roll for 1 momentum to re-roll all those zeros?
Yep, 1 momentum re-rolls all
6.
zeros.
Wait,
There's
why
6
did it
of them.
roll? Why did it roll so many dice? Okay, I'll just roll 6 challenge dice.
It's 4 + 4 + 1, so it should be 9 dice total. So, and we have some.
Okay, so now we gotta count it all up.
All right, so just give me the full damage count.
12 plus 3 effect.
Well, what does the talent do? The devastating?
Hold on. Just damage total. That is the first number I need.
Okay.
Damage total from what I've rolled is 12.
All right, 12. 12 damage. They have a resistance 5, so -5. That makes 7 damage.
Wait,
okay.
Did you add the effects? Wait.
Yeah, so
No, I haven't added the effects.
3 damage for the advantage.
Hold on. Let me do the math. All right. Plus the effects, so that is +3. because you get +1 damage for each effect. So we're at 10 base damage hitting the hull.
Okay. And what does the high yield do?
I will get to that. All right, so 10 damage hitting the hull. All right, so we have 10 damage is hitting the hull. We have 1 breach for hitting bear hull, and then we have another breach each for 5 or more damage.
This is 1 from
that's
the
already
torpedo as well.
That's already calculated. And then we have 1 other breach for high yield, and then yet another breach for our devastating attack. So that is 4 breaches is right off the back, just off the first attack. So let's roll this up. Oh, it's getting worse. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 4. All right, so
Yes,
we
I'll let you
have
know where the engine was.
sensors, structure, and communications. That was attack 1. You did a salvo. That is spread. So let's go back to the top. So we do 12 damage. Divided in half, that is 6. Okay, so 12 damage base. Divided in half, that is 6 to the next system. Plus 1 for each effect past the first one. So that is 8 damage. Edge going to...
Nice.
It's 3 effects.
Yeah, but it's past you ignore the first one. Continue.
Yeah, past the first one. So we're going 8 damage to bear hull. Minus is the resistance. Minus 5. So we have 3 damage edge on the second hit. You get +1 breach for hitting bear hull. +1 breach for high yield. +1 breach for devastating. So 1, 2, 3.
His sensors are gone.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Is it
No.
really not destroyed? Holy crap.
It's a big ship. And it also has a named NPC that has not wanted to talk to you yet.
But his systems are pretty screwed up.
He's not having a good day. Okay, so that was 1 turn taken from Mr. Knight.
Should we swift attack and keep going?
How about we just beam the captain off the ship?
Did you already add the... Wait, stop. Did we
Hold
already
on.
add the devastating?
Yes, devastating attacks were counted on that.
Okay, good.
Let's beam their captain off their ship.
That's rough.
Bad
Just
days
straight
were
into space.
Well, we don't know who the captain is because it's not like the scanner can just say, "Oh, captain, get him."
Okay, let's beam their entire bridge crew off the ship.
They're Orion pirates. They should find out what it feels like.
Yep. Up to you. Are we spending 2 to keep the initiative?
I don't see why not.
All right.
Yeah.
Is Knight going again, or is someone else going?
So yeah, I was going to suggest we send over boarding parties and go take the ship so we can take a look at these weapons, but
It's not a bad idea either.
That could totally happen. You would have to get closer, and you would have to drop your shields. The one
Wait,
shield you have left.
Let's just let's have Zorgar go one more time.
But do you want to destroy them, or do you want to take prisoners?
We're not destroying them. Okay, so the plan is going to be have Zorgar go again and do another precise targeting.
All right.
Weapons.
Yeah, doing a precise shot would be good. What weapon are you using?
The phasers.
No.
They will spend 1 momentum for a third dice.
All right, 1 momentum. And the ship roll. All right, that is a hit. Would you like to pump some extra? Would you like to pump some extra power for extra dice in here? Yeah, pump power into the phasers for extra damage. You can do up to 2. Up to 2 power, and I think it's 1-to-1.
You want pumping power that doesn't do that much with the shields already down.
Okay. It's still -1 power to fire.
Yeah, understandable.
Yep. But go ahead and roll that damage. As we're doing a precision shot on weapon systems.
Yeah, so that is +1 pierce.
All right,
7,
so
7, 4. I count at least 11 just on between the advantage and the actual roll.
Yeah, 7.
11 because
11
of the
because you have an advantage of vicious 1 on attacks. So we have
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we have 11 base. And is it piercing 1 or piercing 1 per effect?
It's pierce 1.
Okay,
It's
so
piercing 1 on that ship. It's piercing 1 per effect on the other ship.
No.
no, that's still up because L hasn't gone yet. All right, so -4 for resistance. So that makes that is 5 damage. So you have done 1 hit to weapons, 1 breach for hitting Bear Hall, 1 breach for doing 5 or more damage as their weapon systems are destroyed. Well, not destroyed, they're disabled. Yeah. We have 4 breaches on weapons, so their weapons are inoperable.
What's this engine status?
That is all the players' turns, so you're gonna have to figure out what to do next.
Well, we already have we still have Maddox, Bog, Baldon.
Yep.
Done. So
Yes.
my plan would be to. Are they down because of the plus the breachers?
They're. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait till next turn. As no, that's an ally ship. They're gonna try to do some repairs. Let's see how well this works. Big money to whammy. Oh, the whammy. Okay. Their turn passes. It is now player's turn. If you would like to do a sensor scan on this ship, you can figure out exactly how wrecked they are.
Hey, GM.
Yes?
Question. Torpedoes doesn't use power to fire, right?
No, they do not. Torpedoes do not use power. Only phasers.
Right, so I think we're at 5 power out of 11, everyone.
Yep, that tracks for me.
Science and what for the sensor scan?
If you would like to do a sensor scan on that ship, yeah, let's do that. Then sensors and one of that. -1 diff because of your super cool sensors.
And talent and a focus on top of that.
Yep. Would you like to spend momentum or threat for extra dice?
I definitely not gonna need to.
All right. You say that, but
I do need someone to get the ship roll.
Yep.
What's the ship roll?
Sensor science.
Sensors and science.
I got it.
Okay.
So that's 5 successes, and we needed 1.
All right. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
So that's gonna leave us at least 2 floaters there. He's probably trying to send me the whole damage report. Well, even before he sends me the actual report, I can say, yeah, their weapons are destroyed, or at least disabled. His engines are pretty much screwed. His comms and sensors are taking damage.
All right. And back. Oh, it's more than that. I did not make this for named player ship, but yeah. You have 1 breach to engines, 4 breaches to weapons, 3 breaches to structures, 3 breaches to sensors, 2 breaches to communications. They have no
how
shields.
Many breaches to engines?
1 breach to engines.
There were more than that. Yeah, I count at least 2 just on the last set.
One of them was as an overclick.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. So what's all the breaches again?
I need to figure out how to do this for a target ship. G1. Comp 0. Weapons. 4 out of 4. Structure. 3 out of 4. Sensors are 3 out of 4. And comms are 2 out of 4. No shields. 5 out of 9. 9 power. And yeah.
He's not gonna. He won't survive a battle, but we should definitely disable his engines, if nothing else.
I'm weak. Let's use tractor beam.
Yep, tractor aim's an option. Would you like to ask any additional questions, Enzel? You get 1 free question for being a science officer.
And we also are going to have max momentum and 2 floaters on top of that.
All right, so, oh yeah, 1, 2.
So for the free science question, can I identify a captain's chair on their bridge?
No, you cannot, but you can and identify where the bridge is.
Okay. And how many people are on the bridge?
I'll answer that for your science question. There are 7 people on the. That's just a bunch of numbers. 7 people on the bridge.
Captain, do you have any questions?
No.
We still have a floater.
Would you like to create an advantage based on the situation you scanned? Or would you like to spend 2 to keep the...
We could maybe, if not an advantage, we could also check to see how many of their crew are out of the fight. Might be able to tell for the total ship how many crew are still up in fighting string.
Can we, I'll create a disadvantage on them.
Okay, create, yeah,
right.
That's just an advantage on your turn. What are you creating?
Yeah. I want to see their engines malfunction even further.
I feel
nice.
like that's not how the adventure...
That's not how the advantage works. It has to be based off your roll, but I could say you have an advantage of, you know, they're... Okay, I can figure this out. Advantage, no, the... you actually didn't get the ship name. Name yet. Purple ships. Warp signature can... Alright, so for 2 in momentum, I can allow you to know the ship's warp signature. So in the event that they are going to warp, it will be able to make 1 roll to be able to prevent them from warping out.
That works.
Alright, I'll take that as an advantage. Would you like to keep the initiative?
That's a team decision.
Nah, let's not.
Alright. Yeah, as he is completely out of fight. What is it? I actually don't have a breach chart in here, do I? I believe it. Yeah, it's just that's an extra +2. Spending a threat for an extra dice. I don't need you. Please work. You get static from their ship.
Captain, I think they just tried to hail us.
Please don't. Please, no more.
I mean, we still have a line on them so they don't have to.
You have a line with the other ship. This ship never answered any hails, and its communication systems are shot up, so it tried to contact you, but all you got is static. You know that there was an attempt made, a connection, but just static came through the channel. It is now player's turn.
I kind of want to hail them back.
All right.
Their communications is destroyed.
No, not destroyed. They're not destroyed.
Okay.
They've seen worse days.
Okay.
I mean, I think that they only have... Okay.
Difficulty E2 control engineering, just to use your communication in array A to kind of fight over the damage to their communication array.
I'll burn 1 momentum for an extra die.
All right.
Is it possible to end the fighting, tell everyone to stop firing, since that seems to be the only bad guy left and he can't really fight? Is that an option?
That's kind of what we're doing here. And the ship roll? communications engineering from the Svalinn.
I got it.
All right. One momentum am generated as commander, or you have communication. You started the call, so you open.
Yeah. Just give me a quick sec.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to see what his reply was. You know what? First say a cylinder, and now your weapons and shields are disabled.
I surrender.
Don't hear that every day from an Orion.
Hey, they haven't been pirates for almost like 4 years by now.
Yep. And with that, combat has ended momentarily. And yeah, this music. All right. As you still have shields down and power down, but we are now out of combat. And you have a gruff-looking Orion on the horn.
Okay, I'll order Maddox to beam the beam him and his crew to our ship to be persecuted.
Okay.
Well, arrested.
I think it's meant prosecuted, not
Prosecuted.
Yeah.
Slight difference there. You also have the ecliptic behind you that is in very bad shape, but you're not quite sure.
At least they didn't get any worse shape since we arrived.
No.
Yeah, literally got hit with nothing else, so that's nice.
Yeah, that was actually very good saves. All right,
Mission
so
accomplished.
so we have power systems and shields that need to be a regened. Commander, do you want to stay at red alert or stand down to yellow?
Yellow alert.
All right. Standing down to yellow alert. The ship is not in any condition to fight. And your allied ship keeps their shield and weapons up, but they appear to still have a target lock on the other ship. To get the shields back up. Yeah, just difficulty 2. No, difficulty 1. I messed that up. Because you still have a sliver shields left. Structures and engineering. Alright, as you regen shields, control engineering, difficulty 1, assisted by structure engineering.
I'll burn 1 momentum for an extra done.
Alright. Three momentum generated, so we have some float. You regen 1 shield, and you can regen I thought you spent. I don't think this chart's right.
Is it only one shield?
One shield to start off with, but then I think you spend power 1 for 1 to regen shields. Generate shields. I have a cheat sheet, but it says spend momentum, and that doesn't sound right. I think you spend power.
I think it is momentum, though.
It is momentum. Okay. You regain 2 points of shields, plus 2 more for each momentum spend. I am wrong. I'm glad I looked that up. So you have 1 float. How much you want to spend to regen your shields?
We burn the float. All right, so we get one regenerated from the success.
You get 2 regenerated for the
Okay.
success. I'm sorry.
All right, so then you get 2 for the float.
Yep.
Which will get us to 5. Let's burn.
At least 1 more.
I was thinking 2 more to get us to none.
Yeah, that works. It sounds good.
All right. 3 momentum down, and you're up to 9 shields.
Nice.
As for the power, control or daring, engineering. Oh, I hit the wrong macro. Control engineering, div 2.
And I'll burn 1 momentum for an extra die here.
All right. Gain that momentum back. And you gain 1 power plus 1 power for each momentum spend.
Well, let's burn 2 momentum to get a total of 3 power back.
All right. Otherwise, you otherwise that is our situation. You also have a situation on the ecliptic. Commander, would you like to do a sensor scan on that?
Yes.
All right. Reason science difficulty 0. Actually, let's make that difficulty 2. There's some interference.
And are we assisted by Santa Science, which decreased the difficulty by 1?
Yep.
Elf.
Oh. You
Yep.
are. I didn't realize you were asking me to do it.
Yep.
It's your job.
Science.
It's your job to do sensors.
True, but that doesn't mean someone else can't do it if they wanted to.
But
It's better if you do it.
sitting at
Sensor operations and testing a theory.
Correct.
so you gain
1 momentum.
4 successes. Yeah, 4 successes. So that is actually 3
Oh,
momentum.
oh yeah, you already rolled the sense. Oh yeah, sensor security. Think.
Oh,
Oh, you rolled a nat 1 anyway, so doesn't matter. So 3 momentum generated. As on the ecliptic. That is in the Federation folder. Okay, cool. Where's that button? Show to players. There we go. There's the ecliptic. Has a couple breaches. Its communication systems have been shot out.
I don't see it.
No, we haven't got the ecliptic.
Show to player? Show to player? Oh, you kind of need permission to see that.
There we go.
Show to player. There we go.
It shows the ship.
Yep. Show the... And... Oh, I need to edit one more thing. Because in order to... Yeah, I should be able to see the stats on it.
Yeah, but...
Character sheet?
Yep, character sheet.
Yeah, it's a character sheet, but can't really see damage on it, though.
It's got no shields, you know.
Yeah, you can't really track full damage, just shield damage.
Yeah. It has no shields. It has breaches.
It has 1 power.
1 power, and 2/3 of the crew are incapacitated in some manner. Which, luckily for a tiny ship like this, this ship only has like 80 crew. So, Dr. Bog, you're looking at a triage situation of... I can do math. You're looking at 67 wounded to begin triage with.
Woo!
Yeah, we'll beam in the injured and send medics to make the ship warp capable, so we could at least listen. Also, on top of that, what is the where's the closest starbase between us and our destination? Well, our original destination.
There is no starbase between you and the destination. You would have to backtrack to either Starbase 27, or you can take them with you all the way to Deep Space Erykannia. Right now, Deep Space Erykannia is probably closer.
What's the status of their warp drive?
1 breach to engine, so you just need to bypass it. Any breaches, and they still have structure, so they can do warp.
Wait, I forget, what breach did we receive again? Let me double check.
And it looks like we have a pair of extended tasks and starting up.
If Knight takes a boarding party over to the their hostile ship, I volunteer to go with.
We're beaming the prisoners to our brig.
Okay.
But we still need to investigate them weapons.
Their weapons destroyed.
They're still there.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah,
still
more information on the
phase
Polaron
4.
weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah, Maddox should be on that, so we should just send out work bees to assist on the repair of the ecliptic.
Okay. So, Captain, what's the plan?
But
Where's
we
everyone
need to-
headed?
Do we need to check and see if the Ecliptic's engineering crew is capable of getting the ship going themselves, or what?
Yeah, if they could fix the ships themselves, then we could send in Maddox to the Alliance ship to investigate those those polygon weapons.
Okay. So Dr. Bog is going to be doing a triage. Work track 8. Difficulty. No, that's a bit much. All right. So Dr. Bog, you are going to be doing some triage involving the crew of the Ecliptic. So you're going to be doing, no, I can say presence or control medicine. And oh, that's not how that works. All right, and work track 8, difficulty 3, magnitude 2.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say that my
Yep.
all right. And the ship's computer can help me how? The sick bay?
The sick bay, you can use that as a static advantage, and so you can use that to decrease the difficulty or any complications.
Okay. Definitely help here.
Yep, the ship can help.
I'm going to go ahead and send a threat to bold medicine.
Okay.
Get an extra dice. And I'll go ahead and do so. Get a second or a fourth die.
Sounds
Did I
good.
do that right?
Yep. 1 threat for 3rd, 2 momentum for 4.
Okay, and do I need to mark? What did you say the complication was? Oh, you listed up here. Complication standard. Okay.
Complication standard.
Boom, shock-a-lot.
Nice. So difficulty 3, gain 2 more. And the ship can help with computers medicine.
Somebody got that?
I'll get it. Computer's medicine?
Yep. All right, so complication. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 momentum on top of that. Go ahead and roll 2 plus 5, so 7 challenge dice altogether. Doctor, you might be able to knock this out.
Oh. Wah, wah, wah.
1 momentum for a reroll.
Did my bold? That doesn't allow me to reroll here, does it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a momentum to reroll. Do I get to reroll all of them, or just the 3?
You could reroll all of them, or you can just reroll the however much you want to. Challenge dice are easy to reroll.
Yeah, the dice, folks here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reroll them all. This could hurt, but Let's see. It's better.
A little bit better.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Plus 2 or 3 effects, if there is any.
Not unless you have talents for it. Why are you not showing up? Supposed to be bars. Then 7 out of 8. So with if you've done more than 5 work, that is 1, and that brings us down to 1. Okay. Yeah, just 1 more hit, and you can knock this out of the park.
Okay.
Control medicine difficulty 2 with the sick bay brings down difficulty 1.
Okay. I'll go ahead and spend a momentum for a 3rd dice.
Okay.
Since we're doing an extended task, is there one I can do to scan and get detailed information on the Polaron weapon?
Yes, we'll get there in just 1 moment.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then the ship roll computer medicine.
So we have that. Ooh.
7. Oh, nice. Okay, so you're gonna have a bunch of float off this. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 momentum total. You have 3 float, and
and
you also have
Starfleet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Roll those challenge dice. So 7 challenge dice. I mean, it's more of a formality at this point.
That's enough to get by, right?
Yeah, that's enough to take it over.
Okay. So this is a Starfleet crew, right?
Yep, Starfleet crew. USS
that we're trying to
Ecliptic.
help out. Okay, so I'd like to take my. Is it? You said there's 3.
Yep, fleet.
So
3 float.
So can I take 2 of those to create an advantage then?
Yes. What advantage would you like to create?
That basically, we did such a bang-up job, my staff and I, that these folks will not have any significant downtime, and we'll be able to get them back over to start helping with repairs as well. That we take care of the injuries, we got them up and running, and they're back over in less than like an hour and a half, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
To help with the repairs, so they've got crew to help.
Not all of them are crew ready, but you do get a majority of them up and running. So out of the 67 who are wounded, you've got all but 6 that are back on duty.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, just absolutely amazing job. There's some that are not shift ready, but everyone else you've turned around and they're back on the Ecliptic doing repairs.
That's enough that they should have some additional help over there. So.
Yep. Up next, Captain, what did you want to focus on, getting the weapons or fixing the Ecliptic?
What we could do both by activating a crew support and activating left.
Okay. Yeah. Just how do you want to split up the task?
Let's have left go to the Eclipse and have Maddox go to the Alliance ship with a security escort. Knight can.
Yeah, Knight, you can either go over or you can send a security team with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over with him.
Why? No. Come on.
In case they come through, yes, I'm gonna go over with them.
Should we scan the ship first to see if they have prisoners on board? from the other ship?
They, you know what? They do.
So, also, Jim, one thing we didn't resolve was Diver was working with someone in the medical bay, with Ton in the medical bay to identify these insignia.
Yes. That insignia.
Is it just the standard Orion pirate signature insignia or something? Or is it something?
Actually, it is not. I'm gonna show it in. Yeah, that's the right channel. It is a black rose.
All right.
And if you look
that on the
across,
ship?
if you look across the space, this ship that is very beat up has a black rose insignia painted on top of the Orion insignia. And they do have some prisoners over there. They have 20 people in the. They have 20 people in the ship. So we have Maddox and Knight over, who beam over to the ship, which now that you've had time to look at it, it seems to be called the Sultry Surrender. Because Orions. All right. Knight, Maddox, did you want to bring any extra personnel or equipment with you to the Sultry Surrender?
Well, I definitely want to bring Zogar.
Zogar it is. All right.
Just an intimidating guy.
So I'm just basically examining or trying to examine and retrieve the weapon system. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, retrieve from a starship system is probably a strong term, but you can at least get data scans on it.
Yeah, I just want info about the Polaron beams.
Yes, they did use Polaron beams on you.
Sorry, guys. Actually, I'm going to take Diver instead of Zogar. Now that I've
Okay.
looked at their sheets better.
Well, technically, they only use the Polaron beam on us once. This Polaron
But it's
beam
still
singular.
Polaron beam.
It's still a Polaron beam. That is not standard equipment. This ship was using disruptor beams and phaser arrays.
The other ship, the other big blue one.
The other big blue one, the Ivory Knife.
Thank you.
Who has not communicated with you, but is still at red alert, weapons fixed on this ship, but is not doing anything yet. If you would like to talk to them, and now would be a good time.
Yeah, I was going to say we probably should let them know what our intentions are.
We should just tell them we're going back to recover the people. I don't think we should tell them the truth.
Yep. Captain, and would you like to talk to them?
After you do your scan, and well, this is a private comm to Maddox and Knight.
Okay.
After you finish your scans and getting the prisoners out, bring the ship's captain to the Svalinn for questioning.
Acknowledge.
All right, and then L, you wanted to do some scans. What scans did you want to do?
I wanted to try to get detailed scanned on that Polaron beam.
You could do that. You could do scans from the outside as Maddox does scans from the inside.
Can we link the scans together?
Yeah, you can, and work to create an advantage. Nope, wrong way. that one, and I mixed this up. I'm gonna restart that macro. Reason.
Can we also take some transport signal enhancers?
For 1 momentum, yes.
Sure. I'm good
right.
with that.
All right, 1 momentum as Knight grabs some transport enhancers.
And has the diver.
All right. L, before your away team beams over, reason science difficulty 2, complication 2, assisted by sensor security. It's not quite science because this is scanning the weapon systems, but
Okay.
this actually works in your favor.
Yeah, well, sensor operations and would testing that theory still apply?
Yep, still sensor scan and -1 difficulty because of your awesome sensors.
Okay, and just because I don't want to miss the opportunity to use determination, let's do. How about a theory for every situation?
I will allow it.
All right.
And the ship rolls sensor security.
Someone else getting that?
Sensor security was that? Sorry.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct. All right, as you have 3 momentum floating. You can tell L that at the pull on weapon systems, aims were kind of grafted onto the main space frame. This spaceship, it had its own weapon systems previously, and it was retrofitted to have polaron beams.
So from this, can we tell what kind of whom these polaron weapons came from? Because obviously it didn't come from Orions.
Obviously, I'll take that as a free science question.
Okay.
These polaron beams do not match any known own weapon system in our database. So it is definitely not Breen, it is definitely not Dominion, or any other known faction that uses polaron beams.
Okay.
Was that helpful enough? I think that was helpful.
Yeah. Just want to eliminate anyone else into the being an option into this mess.
All right. You do have 3 floating momentum.
Okay. Let's spend 2 to create an advantage, including if we can into future episodes. I want to know if there's an inherent weakness in this weapon that could be exploited moving forward.
I would say because it's grafted it on when the enemy uses the polaron beam, you can increase their complication in range.
Increase their complication range?
Yep, to signify that this was kind of hastily slapped on, and if there's a complication that rolls, they can and possibly have a breach inflicted on them. So kind of like it backfires.
And we got one more. Does anyone else have suggestions for this last floater?
Extra questions.
I we can combine the floater with regular momentum too. Still.
Yep.
So we know it's not Breen, no, it's not Dominion, it is Polaron. We know that we now have a way to increase its complication when it's used.
Yep.
I don't know what else we can get from it. If it's slapped onto the hull, can we figure out a way to take it off?
That would be like a whole project, like in a shipyard to get it on or off.
Yeah, we don't have time to take the entire.
Depends how. I don't think it was an unfair question. It depends how it was slapped.
No, it was no, it was a fair question, but it was slapped on relatively. You know that it wasn't built around the Polaron system, but it would take a dry dock to remove the weapon systems. All right, and
Okay, quick question here. So, when the enemy uses, you can invoke this advantage to increase the complication to use the weapon, possibly to cause a breach against us, or is that if we fire it?
Basically, it's a called shot. When they are going to fire their Polaron weapons, you can say, "I use this advantage," and that will increase their complication range. And if they get a complication range, there's a
breach on their weapons.
Yeah, it'll cause a breach on their weapons.
Okay, so for the last floater, can we use this energy signature? Can we log it so that we can maybe detect them at a longer range if they've got this weapon?
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good. Advantage, you have the energy signature.
Does that sound good, guys?
Yeah, that works.
Signature.
Essentially a bonus when we try to scan a ship at long range or something?
Yeah, basically when you scan the ship, you can instantly pick up, oh, this one has the Polaron weapons and possibly belongs to this Black Rose faction.
So it would really be advanced energy signature detection.
Yep. All right. With that, Maddox and Knight, you beam over. I need the sound effects more. You beam over to the Orion ship. Instantly, the fragrance punches you in the nose. Some of it is ozone and fires and ship damage stuff, but other is a sick, sweet, sickly, just wonderful, fragrant floral smell. There's beaded curtains everywhere, nice soft pillows.
It's the 60s, baby love.
It's the 60s baby ship.
Shag carpet?
Shag carpet, and you don't want to look at those stains. No, they don't save. They have really good cleaners.
So we were coming here for the prisoners and also take a look at the Polaron weapon on the inside, but I guess we don't need to look at the Polaron weapon on the inside now that we've done most of the science on the other ship.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else we can do?
No, I think you're just going to grab the captain and grab the rest of the prisoners. Yeah.
Maddox takes a look at it and still attempt to maybe determine whose technology was adapted.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. For you,
They're just letting us walk around their ship?
yeah, they full on surrendered. The crew is mixed. It is about 40% Orion, but then the rest is just various Alpha Quadrant species. You see one Klingon without a house emblem, and several humans, and a Trill. There's a Bajoran, and there's one Benzite which stands out.
I'm going to tell David to go with the pattern answers and go and get the prisoners, and I'll head up to the bridge to get the captain.
Okay. She can do that easily. Some of the crew, hands up, just leads them to the brig, and you head up to the bridge. View Maddox, reason engineering difficulty 2 to scan the weapons.
I'll burn 1 momentum for a third die.
All right.
I will re-roll that ugly 0.
All right. Hey, got the momentum back. From the inside of the ship, you can tell that it was tied into their power system, and also, oddly enough, their power system has been enhanced. It's not a new technology, but it's more refined power system, so they have a lot more energy than normal, presumably to power the Polaron weapons.
Am I able to determine whose technology this is?
It is unfamiliar, not anything in a standard database, and you haven't found anything to use as a reference.
Fascinating.
As Knight, you are. Yes.
I'm gonna act like Maddox was telling me this over the comm. I'm gonna pin back to him and say, is there any way we could try and grab like part of the power source to see if we can study it better?
I'll definitely take a shot at it.
Yeah, you can take a shot at it. No, wrong button. Yeah. No, not that high. That one. Control engineering difficulty 3, complication 2. Part of that complication is the really weird way this was integrated into the power system. You could blow the whole power grid if you do this wrong.
Maddox, I would say use as much of that momentum as you want to get this.
I think I will use 3 momentum for 2 extra die.
All right.
Feel free to give him like 3 threat as well if you want. Oh, that's a good shout. Give anything determination to use this, Maddox.
Yeah, I could I could just do. I could just do one momentum for a third die and burn determination.
Seriously, take it as well.
Yeah, determination goes first, so you still be spending 2 momentum. But yeah, you could do that. To what value?
Yeah, engineering specifications guidelines when in a pinch. Since I am going to be trying to remove something while it's active.
Yeah, you're kind of removing a hot system, so yeah, you're kind of going off the books.
Definitely not normal Starfleet protocol.
That is 5 hits out of 3. 2 momentum generated, as you are able to grab this device that was like strapped to their auxiliary power system. It's very weird. It's kind of crystalline.
I think I'll tap my comm badge and let Knight know that I'm going to beam out alone, so that nobody is suspicious of me taking this.
Knight, you are so informed.
See you back on the ship.
Good hunting.
As Maddox is beamed out, about this time, Daiba begins to beam out of the prisoners. Doctor, there's more prisoners brought in, but this is just 20, and they're not as in rough of shape. So, you and your staff are able to sift through them quickly and kind of patch them up. Some of them are probably traumatized and don't need to be going back on shift quite yet.
All right, sounds good.
As night, you meet the captain as he's sitting in a very comfortable captain's chair on his brig. So, you have defeated me, it has seemed.
I am going to have my phaser out while I'm talking.
Please, please, we're old friends here.
I don't see a friend in front of me. I just see a captive. Get up.
Very well. My ship and crew are at your disposal. And he stands up very slowly.
Gonna grab him by the shoulder, ping on the badge, and say 2 to beam up.
Technically, that's kidnapping, isn't it?
No.
Depends how you view prisoners, but
yeah,
there'll be a new captain on that ship.
They surrendered. How's that?
Yeah, they surrendered. It's totally legal. As well done. You've been sitting on the bridge doing standard orbit. What would you be doing at this time?
Checking sensors, making sure that no one else shows up, and definitely keeping a track on that star, so that I can get a heads up as much as I can that I know we're already at the we need to get out of here now point with this star, but I want the okay, we really need to get out of here now point.
Yep. Sensors. All right, and part of that difficulty is brought up because as you are doing this from your con station. But the sensors bring it back down to 0, so yeah, you can go ahead and roll for this.
Reason science difficulty. If I can. Sheet. I'm gonna go ahead and grab an extra dice.
With threat or momentum?
Momentum.
All right. You sure?
Yes.
Aww. And the ship sensors. Someone has ship sensor science?
I'll grab it.
Yep.
I just saw someone change it to science, sorry.
All right, as you have 2 float. Indeed, there is a warp signature coming in. Very big.
Okay, well,
Oh,
But she stops at extreme range.
Mount Captain, we have a visitor.
Yep, and just at this time, everyone has beamed back onto your ship. The Ecliptic is at least warp capable. You do have 2 momentum. Would you like to spend that to gain any extra information?
Can we get the warp signature on that ship?
That'd be nice.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Can we spend those 2 floats for a advantage?
On what?
To say that with us detecting the ship as soon as we did we contacted the ecliptic and tell it to fall back, so that way it's not, so it won't be in the way if we're in combat.
Okay. How far back do you want them to go? They are warp capable. Do you want them to just move back out of range, or do you want them to just warp out of the scene and GTFO?
GTFO.
All right. Captain acknowledges. Yeah, I agree with that. We'll meet you just outside of the system. And she jumps out. But yeah, she's staying at extreme range, way out of range, aims to even and get into combat. And
I do actually have a 3rd float from
Fingers and Thumbs. What would you like to do with that?
Yeah, let's figure out more info about this ship with that float.
It is a large Orion vessel, and it does appear to have the modifications of the Polaron beams.
Question. If the system was to go right now, would it damage that ship? Is that ship close enough?
Yeah, basically, like, anything in the scene is going to get wrecked if that thing goes off.
Maybe that's what we should do, Captain.
Get out of here? Yeah.
She's hailing you.
On screen.
As I spent time on this, I want you to see it. As a very gaudy, a magnificently pampered Orion female shows up with the metal bra and the epitaphs. She has a great flowing cape behind her, and she's sitting on a lavish love seat in the middle of the bridge, knee cocked up and everything. Hello there.
Yeah, the one that's token is classified as a gigantic or huge.
No, I just scaled it up just so you can see it.
I know, joke. Large. Yeah, huge.
Hello. And how are you doing today? Seems that you have been beating up some of my crew here.
We're kind of stunned by just the visual here, I think.
That, and I'm trying to think on what to say with a larger ship coming at us that also has full-on weapons.
What was the scale of this ship? I think this is scale 5 or 6. Let me check.
Oh god, this is sovereign size.
Scale 5.
Okay, so
she's a bit bigger than you. Yeah, about Akira size.
Oh, so hey, real quick, Cauldron missed the whole first part of this episode, so right? Like he came in once we started this battle, right?
Yeah, don't worry.
He's been caught up. Someone caught him up in Discord.
Okay. I just want to make sure he knew about what happened before.
Yep.
They have been taken in for attacking a Federation freighter, and we found their ship and your ship harboring illegal technology.
illegal in the Federation, not illegal in the Orion and hegemony.
Okay, so
I authorize them to use that within Orion space.
But we're not in Orion space.
Do you say that out loud?
No, but that's what I'm thinking.
That is what you're thinking. That is valid according to all the maps. You're well within Federation space. In fact, Orions don't quite have claimed space. They just have a loose cluster of systems that they call home.
I think I will correct her in saying that this is not Orion space.
But these are Orion ships, and they have what I take. Although I do see that there is a traitor amongst your midst. Have you apprehended them as well?
No, they assisted us in apprehending the ship that attacked us.
They assisted you. It's more or like you assisted them in our little coup. I dare say, isn't that against Federation Prime Directive to interfere with the internal affairs of sovereign nations?
Right up until they attack Federation ship.
This is true.
Yeah,
Well, that changed when your people harmed Federation citizens.
They were infringing on sovereign and Orion space, and I simply wish to take them in so they can pay taxes, as it were. I suppose I'll have to ask the same of you. Oh my! Oh. She hears something from someone off screen. The USS Svalinn, hero ship of the Dominion, seems you had lots of fun in Tholian space. You have made quite a name for yourself. But I thought the captain was blind.
I'm not going to say anything. I am pressing Y with a triple dot.
You would it'd be very tantalizing, I think, to conquer. Can make quite a name for myself.
As they're saying that, I'm just going to get a photon torpedo ready and aim it at the thing behind us.
Okay.
Targeting computers.
Oh yeah, quick thing above game. How's
yes.
the shield?
Shields are up. She's at red alert.
Is our shields at 100%?
Your shields are at not at 100%.
No, it's 9 out of 13, is it?
9 out of 13.
Yeah, 9 out of 13.
To make that shot, oof. Okay, so
our shields are at 69%.
That was an
It's a
unfortunate
massive static thing. Come on.
Yep. All right, so that is 3, 4, 5. You might be able to hit it. To hit that at pulsar and make bad things happen.
Could I boost the shields before we do that?
Yeah, your
yes.
science officer is going to recommend against this action.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know I'm doing it, but either way, we can.
Okay.
If we try
First
to leave
things.
the space, then we can do it.
All right. First things first. Let's do the shield thing. Difficulty 1, standard, and that was structure engineering. 2 regen shields.
It was
I'll
gonna
burn
blow
1
up
momentum
anyway.
for third die.
Momentum for third. All right. Oh, I have the wrong tool. That's why I can't. All right. So that is 4, 5. Lots of float. You regain 2, and then you have 3 float on top of that.
1 to put shields at max.
All right. Yeah, you could create an advantage. Attune the shields, and it'll do something.
Able to get the color off with them, perhaps.
Yeah, I can give you advantage to grant you 2 resistance to either Polaron or Starburst.
Polaron would be most appropriate.
Up to you, Maddox. How are you tuning this?
Well, I don't think Maddox is aware of what Knight is doing, so I'll attune it to Polaron.
That makes sense. +2 resistance to Polaron. In order to make your shot at Knight.
And I don't want to fire, right? I'm just getting it ready.
No, this is just getting it ready, and this is to let you know what you need to do to make that happen.
Difficult.
So if you were to, yeah, it is quite a long way right?
I mean, I guess I could just give you all the threat. That'd be kind of funny.
Yep. But yeah, she's looking hungrily over your ship, kind of considering. Oh well, I don't think I have time. I'm to mount you quite yet. So I hate to be a bother. I hate to be a bother, but I really must clean this system up, especially of all the traitors and those who have failed me.
Freezing.
Oh, she did that on purpose.
I know, this is above game.
Yeah, he just sent 2 threat, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Things are happening. As from her ship. Oh, that was the wrong one. Nope. I need the... Oh, that's torpedoes. 3, 6, 9, 12 quantum torpedoes that quickly escape her ship and are heading straight to that star.
Can we just start firing?
She stole my idea.
She stole your idea.
Oh my god, she's Space Amy Schumer.
Can we shoot down all those torpedoes?
Yeah, difficulty E5. They're flying fast.
Come on, Knight.
Otherwise, you need to GTFO.
Okay,
She's
In
just gonna
fact-
shoot again. We should just get out of here.
wait.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
In
I was
fact,
gonna
this
say-
Orion vessel is taking off.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. If this is a new scene because I was going to.
Yeah,
back,
new scene.
and I was going to use the rack. Give you a determination to give you +2 success. If you wanted to do that because
So let's.
my
Yeah.
You have 1 turn to get get this out before terrible things happen.
So, Jim, let me ask you a question. Are these fighters able to get out of here as well?
Yeah. The fighters are able to get out, except for this lone ship, because it is not warp capable. And this was the ship of her supposed underlings.
Yeah. Also, don't we still have? Yeah,
No, we all beam back. They said.
Yep.
Yeah. How many people?
All your crews is accounted for. You have an extra 20 people from this ship, and then you have 6 people from the Dustbuster.
Would it be possible to do a spread with the phasers or an area? Yeah. Oh yeah, area with the area and spread with the phaser array. Could try to take out all those torpedoes.
Yeah, well, it's just a case of this ship isn't going to get out of it, Captain, so I think we should just bail. I don't think we're going to be able to...
Well, I mean, we could still do the...
I mean, even if we blow up the torpedoes, we'd still have to, like, contend with this giant ship that's standing in the way, so maybe it's just best we just leave regardless. That
is firing on the white dwarf to make it go supernova, so...
Yeah,
you know,
supernova's gonna blow
I think she's unhinged.
Okay, so So, are there still people on this ship?
Just Orion Pirates are the only ones left on that ship. You do have their captain.
How many of them are on that ship still?
The what?
How many people are on that ship still? It's a big ship. It's bigger than ours, right?
Yeah, it's a big ship. It's bigger than you. There's like...
save their lives. There's no point letting her kill them. You know, we should...
Well, hold on, dude.
I mean, that's the problem.
Hold on. Yeah, that's a scale L4 or ship, so... there's like 350 people left on that ship.
Could we even fit them all on this ship?
You couldn't fit them all, and transporters don't have time to get them all. Right. She's willing to sacrifice her own people.
I mean, Captain, if you want us to have a chance, we could maybe get one batch of them off, but she's just got to fire more torpedoes at the start.
I'm gonna start generating threat if decisions aren't made.
I'm just gonna say this. This week could still fire because he said we have one turn, so that means we can.
One turn for each of us?
I think with him saying one turn, I think he means everyone gets an action, so that way, I'd be using my action to use a direct on Unite, so that way you could do a fire at will at all the. Well, yeah. Well, I'm also going to spend a determination, so the determination will be the +2, but you'll also get a assist from me with my.
Can I spend my determination as well, or is it just one per time? GM?
No, only one determination can be spent on a roll. He's handing you one for free, but yeah, you can only. It's just one per roll. That makes sense.
Okay, cool. In which case, then I guess I'm going to give you a threat, and then I'm going to spend 5 momentum to get us up to the full dice range.
Okay, so
can I have 5 still, or is one of that determination 1, so I can only get up to 4 dice?
Yeah, 4 dice because of the determination. Right.
But okay, so
spending.
Okay, so first things first. Captain, you're spending a determination, so roll a challenge dice for veteran. Oh, that sucks.
The train has derailed.
The train has derailed, so +2 hits. We're still looking at difficulty 5, complication 2. They are. Alright, so you're spending 1 threat and 1 momentum and for the 4th, and then 1, 2, 3 for the 5th. Okay.
No. I can't have a fifth because we've got the determination, is what they just said.
So, you can roll up to 4 dice now, plus 2. Yep. I was doing the math. And the ship helps with weapon security.
You go your thing, and then I'll go the assists.
Sounds good. I'm gonna reroll one of those zeros because I used a threat.
Yep. Plus the assistance, plus the ship.
So that's 8.
All right.
Area effect.
Hold on. Plus the ship.
He's rolled the ship. Go.
Where?
Coldell's run this. Roll the ship. Oh, presence of command. Sorry, I thought that was the ship. My bad.
Nope.
Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 success.
You rolled the wrong system. It's weapon security.
Oh, okay.
There we go. All right, so we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 on a difficulty 5. You do hit plus 4, so yeah, 4 momentum. You're up to full. Oh, you fire your area spray. You fire our phasers in an area array. You manage to get it 3. You manage to get half of them, and you need 3 more momentum to get the other clusters.
Sure. Let's just spend it.
Yep. As you are firing everything to swipe him out of the sky. And one gets behind you. You attune the phaser array. The beam lances out and swats the last photon quantum torpedo out of range.
Okay, now I'm going to activate a. Wait, I've got to keep the.
This counts as combat. Keep initiative if stays.
Yeah, well, the new. Yeah, this counts as new combat, correct?
Yep. So you can use keep initiative for free. Quick action.
I'll tell Maldon to move us in front of the ship. No, yeah, the Alliance cruiser. The other one.
Move in range here. Do you want to warp up there, or do you want to? Do you want to warp up there, or do you just want to impulse?
Well, what's the difference? What if we warp? Then we get how much power is warp?
Let me calculate. So we have
Captain, just
1,
you weren't here for this, but just
2,
want to let you know that blue ship that
3,
is disabled to the left
4.
almost took us out in one hit.
GM question: how many torpedoes would actually have it? Would it be detonate the star with just one, or would it probably take a couple of hits?
Probably a couple hits. 3 quantum torpedoes might set this miss off.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you said at the start like a accidental glancing blow might set it off previously when we set up. That's why I thought just one torpedo would do.
Yeah. A glancing blow might make it angry and have discharge, but 2 or 3 solid hits. Will make this go actual full supernova. And 5 power to warp there. And there's a check with that.
Okay, so if we do the 5 power, that means because of our talent, that means we can roll 5 challenge dice to get the power back.
Correct.
So let's warp there. Well done, warp.
That'll leave us with 3 power if we don't want to, if we fail all our rolls.
Yeah.
Not on. Do you warp?
If the captain sends the paperwork, so yeah.
as you warp jump and you get right. How close do you want to go? Medium?
Perfect range for our phasers.
All right, just in medium range. All right, and roll the challenge dice for your advanced warp core.
We get 2 out of the 5, so we only lose 3 power.
All right.
The Picard maneuver.
That Picard maneuver.
Should we be at full power because of the power firing at the torpedoes?
Torpedoes don't cost power, do they?
No, firing at the torpedoes.
Oh, firing.
Oh yeah, -1 power for the phaser air fire before. That was actually going to Calder.
Oh god, what happened to Maddox? He's no longer on the Discord.
There's
Welcome
Maddox. Alright, so Calder went with a direct, and then Maldon went.
Oh, now it's
their turn.
It's female. Yeah.
Oh, Arch. I'm assuming you cut off communications.
Yeah.
Cool. She did not like that. Yeah, she's just gonna fire her quantum torpedo spread and hit the ship.
I thought she worked out. But
No, you warped up to her. She's still there.
Well, I thought she kind of warped out after her torpedo barrage.
No, she wanted
So what
to
do you
stay.
think is walking towards?
She wanted to stay and see the destruction.
It would have blown her up as well.
Yeah, she was far enough away. She could have seen you destroy, then warp out. As yeah. Again, another 3 volleys of quantum torpedoes, a lot faster than and even you can fire, and she destroys the ship. Just atomizes it.
she ain't happy about their performance.
No.
That was crippled anyways.
Oh yeah, and yeah, there was nothing. There was no way they were surviving that.
Yeah. Now we don't have a reason to.
Well, I mean, they're still stopping this psycho.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so Knight, you can go.
Knight, you have the initiative.
All right. We've got 3 momentum. I'm going to use... So we want to attack it, I'm guessing, right? I'm going to use my determination then, as the captain is always right, because I do not agree with this course of action. So I'm going to use that as the power to help do this to 2 successes.
Okay. What is your action?
I'm going to fire at it with phasers to do some damage. to its
Fire
shields.
with DOS phasers.
Yes.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Don't forget we had an advantage here. What was it?
That's for them shooting at us with the polygons.
Yeah, that's with them using polarons.
So I'm going to give you a threat and spend 2 momentum.
All right.
Give me up to 4 dice. Plus the 2 successful no determination, right?
Yeah. So
Oof. So because I spent the threat, I'm going to re-roll that dice. That's bad 0.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so the complication range is plus as 2.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Fine. I'm just going to re-roll it anyway. But
Yeah, just re-roll it. Just Okay, and the ship with weapon security.
Someone getting that for me, or shall I do it? Thank you.
All right, 3 momentum, and that is a hit.
We hit 7 there.
Oh, yeah, because +2, so that's another 2. Thank you for reminding me. So you are at full momentum.
Alright, and then I guess I'm hitting with phaser array. I don't remember what versatile 2 does.
It gives you +2 momentum on.
Got it.
Yep. With area, you can hit any ships in area. With spread, you can hit. You can hit one system, and then you can hit another system.
So I guess. Okay. I'm not fussed about hitting any specific system. I just want to try and see how much damage we can do to their shields. I'm going to spend the momentum to reroll those 2 dice. I can do that, right?
Well,
Yep.
I mean, targeting system doesn't add a difficulty with our attachment.
Yeah, you can focus fire
So-
a particular system if you want for free.
Well, how about this? Can I fire at their Polaron weapon that's on the underneath the ship or wherever it is?
Yeah.
I'll try and disable that thing.
Yeah, you can fire at weapons. All right. 1 versatile to reroll.
So I'm just. Oh, 1 verse. Fantastic.
Yep. So
Oh, well.
2. Okay, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can and spends and momentum to do piercings. 1 momentum and for 2 piercing on top of the attack.
Sounds good. Let's do that.
How much?
I guess I've got no idea as to how much I would need to try and actually damage this thing, right?
You do know it's scale 5, so it has at least 5 resistance.
If
You know what? I'm going to use
3,
all. I'm going to
you
use.
would eliminate any resistance and potentially get 2 breaches.
Okay. I was going to say we have 1 floating momentum still, right, from the versatile.
Correct?
So
Okay.
then I'll just use the other 2. So that's actually 3 because I used 1 to re-roll these dice. Oh no, I didn't. It's from the versatile. Yeah, so we're down
Yep.
to 4.
So
sorry.
1 versatile and another versatile for -2. Did you want to spend any
Yes.
of the momentum you have stacked up?
Yeah, I wanted to spend 2 to get it to put it to the 3 reverse to the 3 pairs,
Okay.
as I think it was L was mentioning.
So minus
Piercing 3.
6 resistance. Wait, is it 2? I thought it was. Let me check.
It's 2 per momentum.
2 per momentum. Okay, so with 3 total spend and minus
So
6
we know.
resistance.
Sorry, just to check I understand this for next time. 5 scale means it's got 5 resistance. Is that how this works?
Most of the time. Scale and resistance are equivalent. There are talents that can boost that.
Yeah, like a
Okay.
plate of armor.
Yep. But yeah, that wipes out all of their resistance. So you're doing 10 damage flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's what you call an ouch sandwich right there.
That is at least 1 breach. Their shields are still up. And there's an NPC on here, so we're rolling again.
I can't do the thing for quick action or whatever it's called to do a second one.
can if you
You
want.
totally can for 2 momentum. You can do a quick action and fire again.
Because if that's okay with everyone, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Do
by
it.
all means, swift test.
This time I think I will probably quantum torpedo.
You can do that. Swift test does have an increased difficulty by
yeah.
1.
Yep.
So slightly out of range. And
Probably just as fine just doing phases, though.
You reckon?
up to you.
Well, the phases use power, that's all, and we're down to 3 now. So that's
Yep.
why I was going to use.
Well, engineer could generate power on his turn.
Yeah, and my and I can't keep the initiative free. I'm the first guy to combat, so Maddox could go after you.
It's your choice. Okay, cool. Then I'll do phases.
All right. Difficulty down by 1.
Difficulty
3.
Got it.
Because that was originally calculated for torpedoes.
So again, I'm going to give you a threat, and then is that right? Have we got 1 and 2? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go.
And then I'll spend and I'm going to spend 2 momentum then to get this up to 4 dice.
Okay.
You're going on the Svalinn. Yeah.
So I am. Oof. Sorry about that.
Oh, how did that?
No, that was my fault. I was on the wrong character sheet when I was setting my stuff up.
I was trying to roll the Svalinn for you.
Svalinn only rolls 1.
No, that was my fault. I was updating the ship instead of my character sheet to move it up to 4 rolls. So that was what happened. That's on me.
Okay.
Okay. I was updating the number. He changed the button. Okay, so 4. I used the threat. Okay.
Yeah, we just happened to both be on the Svalinn sheet at once. I was trying to take it down. He was trying to increase it.
Oh well. But that is a hit.
Yeah, I'm going to use that threat though to re-roll that 1 dice. Sorry, I'm not going to use that threat.
Use the bolt to
bold
reroll
security
1.
As I use the threat. Yeah.
Go ahead. That generates 1 momentum.
All right, back to the ship now. So now I'm just rolling to hit. And I will use that momentum to re-roll those 3.
Okay.
I didn't click off, my bad. There you go.
Ah, we got it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 versatile and 2 piercing.
Yes.
Okay. -4 resistance. All right, so they have a resistance of 6 because they have a blade of have a blade of armor. So that is -2 damage to resistance. 7 and damage goes through.
So that's all going straight on that gun, basically.
Yep.
So that means it straight up takes 1 weapon thing and takes 1 more because it's a +5. But it's 5 and up.
Yeah, we do a call on shot. Basically, if you do any breaches, as the breaches automatically go to that called system, which you do 1 breach and you get another breach because her shields go down.
So 2 breaches on the weapon system.
Yep. And Knight has gone twice, and we've already
spent all of our momentum.
Yep, and Knight has already, and we've already kept the initiative. So,
no, we haven't.
We haven't. Oh, that is correct. All right. Who's next?
So, Maddox or Maldon? Maddox for bringing our power back up.
Looks like Maldon's already gone.
No, I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I need to redo this because Maldon was ordered to go. Yeah, let me just recall all these.
Well, let me rephrase. I haven't made any rolls yet.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I think. Actually, yeah, I think Maddox should go because power.
Power might be good. All right.
Also, remember Maddox. you have half the advantage because of your engineering detail.
Power management. Control engineering difficulty 2. For power management.
What do I do with the advantage for the engineering crew?
You can bring down the difficulties by 1, or you can have them generate 2 extra power.
I think I'll have them generate 2 extra power.
All right.
I'm going to give you 1 threat for a 3rd dime.
All right.
So we're up to, we've just gained 2 power, right?
4 power. Or now. And 1 momentum. You can spend that momentum and get 2 more power, so for a total of 6 altogether.
That's correct.
All right. Plus 6 power. So you should be at 10 of 11. 8 of 11.
You didn't include the last 2 phaser shots.
Well, now it's her turn.
Actually, I spent 2 threat a while ago, as the debris from this ship hits the white dwarf, and this thing is in the process of blowing up. Shockwave emits from this thing and is traveling in towards you, at light speed.
Yeah, warp out. He's trying to force us to warp out too.
In fact, 2 threat. She warps out.
After her.
Seriously?
We are kind of kicking its ass so far.
Do we need to warn the Nova class ship about this?
The Nova class is far enough away and is aware of the situation.
You know what? Let's actually go back to the Nova class, because that's pretty much almost to the point of crippled. So after so let's not chase them, because if we do.
She's gonna live to fight again another day.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. So let's go to the.
How much power do you? How much power do you punch in?
Let's do 4 power.
4 power as Maldon. I don't have anything to bring this up.
We get back 1 power.
Engines con. 2 warp out before that at wave hits you. Daring con difficulty 3, assisted by engines con.
Daring con. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a threat for a die.
All right. I'm going to spend 2 threat to increase your complication by 1.
Does that also increase the ship's complication?
Yes.
Can I snag her warp signature?
Not at this point in time. We're warping out.
Are we?
Hold on.
They're warping out.
Do you have a reroll?
I spent threat, so yes.
Please work.
That's the plan. Hey.
Clutch!
Wiping the sweat off my brow on that one.
Not gonna lie, I peed a little.
When there's a supernova, that is not the time to flub a con roll.
As you turn around and bail just as the shockwave wipes out this entire system, but you leave it clean in the dust, warp 4, or you can outrun this thing all day. But unfortunately, the Orion Queen in Bezerel has escaped. But you do rendezvous with the Ecliptic, and you do rendezvous with the Ecliptic, and she is grateful for your services.
Okay, so let's move our way to that a base, because I doubt we could do this. Because I doubt we could do this detour to deal with this queen.
As you are gathering in your wits, you spend an hour or so just taking a breather, patching yourselves up. The shockwave is literally going to take 3 years. Well, not 3 years, probably like 3 months to catch up to you. Because warp speed is amazing. As you're sitting up there. Yeah. You've outrun it by a week and a half. As you're sitting up there with the Ecliptic, who is he's still about.
Yeah, let's just have. Well, let's try and constantly. Well, while we have this break, Maddox, can you continue fixing the Nova?
Yeah, and it's a new scene, and so shields and power all reset. As you're doing that, an Orion vessel at ultra extreme range, trying to stay out of firing range from you, who appears in the system and hails you.
On screen.
Dip. An Orion female, this one in much more sensible clothing and hair, is sitting in a chair. Hello there. I am Jadarel of the Orion Syndicate. I see you have met my sister.
Indeed, we have.
And then Jadarel. The ship does not have the pull-on weapons. I'm afraid that she has started a coup among the syndicate, and I'm afraid that she has outside help. Because of this and her maniacal nature, she has become a threat to the syndicate and indeed to this entire quadrant. I need your help in killing her.
Okay, Elle will turn around, just flat out say, "You want to kill your sister?"
And with that, we will end tonight's episode.
Which Stargate regulation covers killing sisters?
Stargate.
Starfleet.
Well, wrong universe.
I'm sorry, I'm tired. All right, I've been playing Baldur's Gate for the past 3 nights. All right, no sleep.
This is the
Star
problem.
Trek. Hold on, okay?
Wait,
I'll